Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. We are here for the first match and the Wallabies and the All Blacks. It is going to be played at Eden Park, and it should be a very exciting contest. But if you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are going to be covering all of the matches that are taking place. We are wearing a suit for this live stream as well. There is a special reason for that, but I will get to that in a very short moment. We have got in the chat a few predictions as well, and Murray Slayer is there with the emoji, and also Sup First from Riley. But yeah, welcome everyone into this live stream. The game is going to be kicking off in 24 minutes time, but we are going to be going straight through all of the lineups so you guys know exactly who is going to be out on the field, including a late change for the All Blacks due to an injury. We have got Rio Gamer in the chat. Also, Henry Samuel, give us the trophy, says Smithy Toiler. Of course, very long time since the All Blacks have lost to the Wallabies, just on New Zealand soil, I should say, let alone at Eden Park. So it's going to be a very tough game for them. But if they can get this win, it will be that much more impressive. We have got Go All Blacks, says Stanley, and also Bro Can't Be, says Murray Boy, and also 50-0 for the All Blacks, and Zion has said hi as well. But nonetheless, we will get straight into the starting lineups for both sides. We will start with the All Blacks, and we will see exactly who they are going with. In the front row, it is going to be George Bower. Now, originally, Joe Moody has returned to the squad, but he is still out with that toe injury for now, so George Bower gets a call-up. Cody Taylor going to be starting at number 2, and that man is very dangerous in a rolling maul situation, definitely with the new rule set that we have got in the competition, which is going to be the 50-22, which means if you kick the ball from inside of your own half and you get it to bounce into touch inside of the 22 of the opponent, you get the attacking line out. So Cody Taylor, rolling maul, could be going very nicely together. Then Nepo Lalala going to be starting at 3 now. The experience between these two at locks. Brodie Retallick at 4, Sam Whitelock at 5, the dynamic duo, and Sam Whitelock going to be bringing up about 126 caps for this one. Brodie Retallick, very experienced man as well, but they're going to have a little bit of an unknown factor in the Wallabies lineup that we will be talking about in a very short moment. Then we look at the loose forwards here. It is going to be Akira Ioane starting at 6. Dalton Pavali, returning from his calf injury, is going to get the call to start at 7, and that means Ardie Savia, rather than playing at 7, will move to 8. We saw Hoskins Atutu playing for Counties Manukau in the game yesterday up against Manawatu, so he is not there, but it is going to be Ardie Savia starting this one at 8. Now, talking about the man in the number 9 jersey, Aaron Smith, this is going to be his 100th test match for the All Blacks, which is absolutely incredible and an awesome just an awesome achievement for the man. So hopefully he does have a decent game here. Richie Mo'unga going to be starting at 10 because of the factor of it was going to be either him or Bowden Barrett, but they have gone with Mo'unga of the form that he did find in those games up against Fiji. The midfield is going to be David Havili starting at 12, Anton Leonard-Brown starting at 13. Very solid combo there. And Rieko Ioane is going to move from that midfield where he normally has been situated over the past year or two. He is going to be starting in that number 11 jersey. So that could be very interesting to see how he goes there. Sevu Reece going to be starting at 14 for this one. And then Damian McKenzie is going to be starting at 15. So a very quick backline here for the All Blacks, but also some very talented midfielders who will be able to find those offloads. We have also got in there, hey, Hamish looking dapper, mate, says David Dapper, welcome in to the live stream, mate. And Zion has said, can Jonah Nariki be in the All Blacks? Maybe not now because of the fact that in the game up against Southland, he did actually have a serious knee injury, I heard. Him, Josh Ioane, also it was Josh Honick, all went off with injuries in the first little while. And we have also got, thanks for streaming the game, bro, says Ian, although I will mention we aren't allowed to show any match footage. This is just going to be the commentary for the game, but we are going to be talking all about the players out on the field and also for, anything that is happening out on the field we will be covering, and also any other information that we do find out throughout the game. Tell you what, that was a shocking sentence, that is for sure. We are looking at the Wallabies starting line. We have also got Tate Wood Slackett. I would sack it to Fakadava as well, says Smithy Toiler. And what's up, Kiwi? Says Flying Kiwi. Welcome into the live stream, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. But looking at this Wallabies lineup, there is a lot of experience out there as well in some of these positions. James Slipper going to be starting at 1. Brandon Poyanga-Mosa at 2, who also quite enjoys a rolling maul. And then Alan Alatoa going to be starting at 3. Darcy Swain at 4, with Salakai Lotto starting at 5. Now, Darcy Swain is very good at stealing the ball in the line out. So I feel like that is one of those maybe little bits of the game of the Wallabies that might be able to factor into those lineouts up against the All Blacks. The likes of Whitelock and also Retallick, those guys are very strong in a line-out situation, but Darcy Swain, he is young and he is still very talented, so maybe we'll be able to cause a few problems. Then looking at the loose forwards, Rob Valentino, I compare him to Ardie Savia all the time. They always just run as hard as they can at the line, and it's one of those ones, gain line meters after contact could be well and truly on the cards for that man in the number 6 jersey, and also Artie Savia. Michael Hooper at 7 had a very decent series up against France, was able to score 2 tries in the first 2 matches, and now from here, he will be hoping to captain his side to a massive victory at Eden Park. Harry Wilson at 8, very dangerous man for the Reds throughout Super Rugby, and it is one of those ones. Samasoni named in the team, let's go. As well says Smithy Taylor, is that the case? Because I know that Scott Barrett is going to be out due to being unwell, so who is he replacing? Smithy Taylor, do let me know. But yeah, it will be interesting to see whether or not they have got any other late changes. I know that originally TJ Perenara was supposed to be playing some Bunnings NBC rugby first, but now he is going to be here. Not in this game, but maybe playing one of the future ones as well. And we have also got there Otago and Canterbury playing in Temuka and Otago 1, says Zion Fenton. And at this stage, Tate McDermott going to be starting at 9, and that is something that a lot of people are going to be happy with. Dane Coles is going to be the man who is out, so it is going to be off the bench that Samisoni Takiaho will get a chance. But Noel Alicio at 10, a very young player, and he actually made his debut up against the All Blacks in last year's Bledisloe Cup first game, and that's another factor. The All Blacks, they have 3 players who made their debut in that match: Caleb Clark, Hoskins Satutu, and Tupavai, and none of them are here for this game. So it is kind of interesting to see how that has gone. But then also Hunter Paisami, Lena Cattell, both men are going to be running as hard as they can at the line of the ABs, and it could be a lot of contact in that midfield. Jordan Pataya and Andrew Callaway actually going to be starting at 11. Was originally looking like it would have been Marika Korombeti, but he has been suspended. So it does mean now Callaway gets a call up, and now Tom Banks will be starting at 15 for this one. Then looking at the reserves bench, now there have been a couple of changes as we have just been informed. Dane Coles may be missing for Samasoni Takiaho. Also, Scott Barrett will not be there because of sickness. So it's one of those ones, the All Blacks, couple late changes in this one, but they've also got Carl Tuanukiafi and Ta'avao looking at the Australian front row reserves. So Angus Bell and Taniela Tupou, those 2 men can cut a game open easily anytime they touch the ball. Definitely Taniela Tupou, so that's going to be dangerous for the All Blacks later on in this one. Luke Jacobson, very solid in the games up against Fiji. Very good, actually, in those ones. So now it's going to be a case of whether or not he can continue that off the bench. But this means now that it won't be all 3 Barretts off the bench of the All Blacks, because of the fact that Beauden Barrett and Geordie Barrett are going to be the only 2 who will be coming off the bench in this one, and Brad Weber going to be at number 21, replacing Aaron Smith late in this one. But at this stage, they are just showing the All Blacks they look like they are possibly finished all of the warm-up, so they will be going again and change, getting ready for the national anthems and the haka, because we are only around 15 minutes or so away from kickoff. Then looking at the reserves for the Wallabies, though, they have got Fraser McCrory, also Jake Gordon, who will be replacing Tate McDermott, Matt Tamua, and also Reece Hodge, the reserve backs. But we will look at the chat as well. We have also got, if this game goes well, they should give Aiden Ross a shot as well, says Rio Gamer. That is a good point. He has been playing very well for the Chiefs. I'm not sure who he signed for in the Bunnings NPC, but it's one of those ones. Maybe there are a few props who aren't too far away. Definitely with Moody just coming back from injury. It all depends on how Tuanga Fussy as well, because of the fact he has been left out and De Groot was brought back in to that training squad because of just a little bit more injury cover. And Scott Barrett, a 6 says Obi Snake, he is indeed, which means he is going to be missing this match. And instead, I'm not sure whether they've gone with Tui Pelotu or whether they have gone with possibly it being possibly Tupavai is the name I was looking for, although he may have played for Taranaki, if I'm not wrong. But we have also got Kiwi lads. Evs go 2 in 2 minutes. And I am sick. And will you do a custom game on Rugby Challenge 4 as the All Blacks, says Brandon. We have actually got it filmed. I haven't been able to finish editing it, though, unfortunately. So we haven't quite finished that one, which is a bit of a shame. But it will be coming out probably more than likely tomorrow will be when we get that one up there. But yeah, at this stage, I am looking forward to this game. Like I mentioned, the Bledisloe Cup, the first match of this series, and the last first match that we did see, it was at Wellington Sky Stadium, and it was a 16-all draw. And I watched that game yesterday, and even watching it on like repeat, your heart still races a little bit. It went to about 88 minutes, and in the end, it did end in a 16-all draw. Could this game be very close? We will have to wait and see. Looking flash in your coat and tie, bro, as well, says Robert Fraser. And I guess I should actually mention a little bit about why I am wearing the suit. And it is a little bit to do with, of course, because of the fact we are here for the Bledisloe Cup, but there is a little bit of history behind it for this channel as well. As some of you guys know, we have only been going for around a year on this channel, and doing the commentary, we have been going even shorter. So the first international fixture that we ever covered on the channel for the commentary was actually this game last year, the first Bledisloe Cup match. And since then, this is actually our 100th rugby union live stream that we have done on the channel since the 9 months ago that the Bledisloe Cup first match happened. So it's pretty crazy to see how many times we have done that. But that is why anyone who is a member, you guys will be able to see that there is a special emoji, and it is a golden 100 that is available to be used in the chat. That's only going to be available for 24 hours because of the fact that we are celebrating our 100th Rugby Union live commentary that we have done the 100 in the chat. Says Robert as well. You look good, I think. Says Brandon as well. Thank you very much, mate. Usually appreciate it. Dan, bro, you look like a lawyer as well. AB's by 20 today, says a Wynard as well. But yeah, anyone who does want access to that golden emoji, it is the channel membership link as the pinned comment that will allow you to be able to possibly use that emoji for the next 24 hours. We have got Brody, have matching pants. Unfortunately, I'm actually wearing just plain pants because of the fact that my old pants that come with the suit actually don't fit me anymore. They are a little bit too big and they would just end up falling down. So I've just gone with the regular pants for this one. And we have got Is George joining. He did actually message me and said he won't be coming for this one, unfortunately. So we will be missing out on George. But yeah, at this stage, there is still going to be plenty of action happening in this game. That is for sure. We have got 100s in the chat from David and also the Kieran emoji. I feel like Kieran's not quite out to the side enough, is he? We'll put him about there so you guys can see him, as he is just as big of a part of this channel as I am in a way there, Kieran. But yeah, hopefully it is going to be a very exciting matchup between these two sides. Do let me know who you guys think is going to be scoring the first try of this match as well, because of the fact that normally we can't quite get it. I'm going to say for the Wallabies, if it is a try for the Wallabies here, I am going to say that it is going to be scored by, I'm going to go Rob Valentini or Artie Savia. The two that I'm going to say. I'm going to say one of those two loose forwards are going to be the ones who get the try, or maybe off the back of the scrum, Rieko Ioane out on the wing. Hey, I can't go to the Argentina ABs game, says Max. It was originally supposed to be here in New Zealand, wasn't it? But now it has been moved to Australia, which means that at this stage, there are 2 games for the Bledisloe Cup going to be played at Eden Park. And then from there, we are going across the ditch to Perth in 3 weeks' time. But they are just showing the promo for the Bledisloe Cup. And tell you what, I am hyped up for this game because of the fact that this one, I feel like everyone is watching as well. I can't watch. I've got Sky Sport tonight, says Max Golden. No worries, mate. And make sure that you do enjoy this game, because you can tell already that there is going to be a lot of passion out on that field. We saw it in that first Bledisloe Cup match when it was 16-16. There were a few mistakes made by both sides, but overall the Wallabies played exceptionally well in that one, and they had a very good finish to their series up against France, only having the 14 men on the field for 75 minutes, but they were able to get the win over France in that series. So it's one of those ones that maybe we can see a massive upset. The last time the All Blacks lost at Eden Park, I believe, was around 1994, if I'm not wrong. So it's been a very long time. And of course, the last time that they lost the Bledisloe Cup, it was in the early 2000s. So there is a lot of pressure on this AB side to be able to make sure that they do win this one. All Blacks versus Wallabies. Who's going to win? It'll be 34 points, and then for the All Blacks, and 32 points to the Wallabies as well. Tell you what, if that is the result, we are in for a lot of tries here. We have got Nehana in the chat. As said hi as well. Welcome into the live stream. Thank you very much for tuning in, and bye. Have a good night, says Max Cotto. Back at you, mate. And at this stage, one thing that I absolutely love about this is the fact that we have got a crowd at Eden Park, because listening to the atmosphere of that game at Sky Stadium between these two sides last year, it's absolutely electric. And I feel like it's one of those ones, both sides of the Trans-Tasman are going to be watching this game because of the fact that it is all on the line for this first one. Last year, it was a draw. The second match then was a record win for the All Blacks. They've got the new kit on as well with the white stripe. I know that that's kind of split opinions of whether or not people do enjoy that one, but at this stage, we are only 10 minutes away from kickoff, and they are going to be showing the starting lineup, so I will be doing the same. The All Blacks here, very strong. Like I mentioned earlier on, Cody Taylor is going to be one of those keys for the rolling maul. Definitely if they decide that they do want to try out that 50-22, as that is one of the new rules alongside the goal line dropout. The experience bearing of Brodie Retallick and Sam Whitelock, it doesn't get much better than that for a lock combo. And tell you what, this Blues combo of Akira Ioane and Dalton Papali'i coming back from his calf injury is absolutely insane as well. Both men very capable in the breakdowns, and Artie Savia, that man will run hard with the ball all day. 100th match for Aaron Smith as well. What an achievement for that man, and he will be hoping to make it a win for the 100. Then it's going to be Richie Mo'unga starting this one. Beauden Barrett going to be coming off the bench for this one, depending on, I'm not sure when they'll bring him on though. It may be late in this game, depending on whether or not Mo'unga can release some of that Mo'unga magic. But then it's going to be David Arveli and Anton Leonard-Brown as the midfield combo here for this matchup. Rieko Ioane going to be starting out on the left wing, something that not too many people saw coming because of the fact they have got George Bridge, but have gone against using him in the last couple matches. And it was also that last match up against Fiji, they decided to have Sevu Reece there, who now has transitioned to the right wing for this one. And then it's going to be Damian McKenzie, who will be at number 15. The Clutch King was the nickname he earned during Super Rugby, and he will be hoping to have a very good one here as well. Now, just looking at the reserves, there are a couple changes as well, but I will get to that in a short moment. But first, we will look at the Wallabies. James Slipper, Paianga Mosa, also a man who loves a rolling ball. Alan Alatawa, very experienced front row there for the props. Then Darcy Swain, a young player, but he has got a ton of talent, ton of potential, and he will be hoping to have a good game up against the likes of Whitelock and Retallick. Salakai Lotto also going to be starting at 5, and he is a very physical man himself. Then there's a little bit of wind while we mentioned it, 22 kilometres and 13 degrees at Eden Park. Rob Valentini, he was my pick to be able to score the first try of the match for the Wallabies if they do get one early on in this match. Michael Hooper, very experienced, and also he has been able to get 2 tries in that series up against France. So he has got that feeling of wanting to get it over the white line, and he'll be hoping to do it in this game up against the All Blacks as well. Harry Wilson, very good player for the Reds, and he had an outstanding game up against the Crusaders. He will be hoping to do the same up against a strong AB side. But of course, Eden Park is a very tough ground to play at. Definitely because of the fact the All Blacks haven't lost there since about 1994. Tate McDermott, though, young player in the number 9 jersey, replacing Jake Gordon in the second game of the France series, and he was able to have a very good performance, which has earned him now the starting spot. Nick White playing last year, not playing in this one. Noel Alessio, Paisami Ikatel, going to be the midfield combo. Callaway and Pattaya out on the wings. No Marika Kurumbeti due to suspension, and Tom Banks, a man who makes meters for fun in that number 15 jersey, will be able to possibly incorporate some of those 50-22s that I did mention a little bit earlier on. But also, should mention Noel Alessio in that number 10 jersey. This is his team that he played for his debut up against the All Blacks in the Bledisloe Cup. The first match, he was having the debut, and now he is going to be once again starting. It's going to be a pretty awesome one. Then looking at the bench, it's not Dane Coles anymore. It is Samisoni Takiaho for the All Blacks. Also another change, Scott Barrett is not there, and instead it is going to be Patrick Tuipulotu. So because of that, 2 late changes for the All Blacks, not what they would have been wanting just before the game starts, but the Aussies in the crowd are absolutely loving it. The teams have made their way out onto the field, and we are about to have the national anthems, but 2 Beauden Barretts, or not 2 Beauden Barretts, but 2 Barretts on the bench here, Beauden Barrett and also Geordie Barrett. They will both be hoping to have a late impact in this one, but Noel Alessio, they are showing he's only 21, so he is very young, so it's going to be interesting to see whether or not they decide to go with Samoa or Reece Hodge later on in the match. But now we will look at all of the chat. There is a lot of you guys in here, and I do appreciate all of you being here. Oh, Frederick has set off to a funeral, the Aussie funeral. You know what? It could be an interesting one. But at this stage, they've had some very good games leading into this one, the All Blacks, in terms of points on the board. They've been able to score tries for fun, so they will be hoping to start this match well, because last time it was very close up till halftime. Then, of course, that famous drop of Rieko Ioane that he will well and truly want to forget about could have given the All Blacks a bigger lead at halftime, but now they are running out onto the field here, the ABs. We have got, haven't you worn black and white tonight? Make me want to know what your favorite color is. I'm guessing green. It's actually yellow, based off the channel logo as well. I absolutely love it. That is for sure. They are showing Aaron Smith. It is his 100th match as well for this game, and it's going to be pretty awesome because Hamish of the lads, hope you're doing well. All Blacks by 17 I've got as well, says Sebastian, and also we have got in there, thanks, says Zane, and also we have got there, let's go, says Official Gabe. But anyone who was wondering why I'm wearing a suit for this live stream, there is a little bit of a reason behind it, and the first one being the first ever international fixture that we covered on this channel was a match between the All Blacks and the Wallabies for the the Bledisloe Cup last year. And then something else that is extra special is the fact that now at this stage, this is our 100th international, or not international, just in general, rugby union live commentary that we have done. The 100. It's gone so quick. 9 months has flown by, and we are almost ready to go for the 100th match. And what a way to bring it up, the 100 as well, for the Bledisloe Cup between the All Blacks and the Wallabies. That is also why you are seeing the occasional golden 100 in the chat. I did add that special member emoji for only 24 hours. So anyone who has got access to it, be sure to use it. Also, if you do want to become a channel member and support the channel, it is the link in the pinned comment that will take you to that. It is $5 New Zealand a month. So I do understand if you guys don't want to go down that line, but we have got looking good, Hamish. And where's George? Unfortunately, George has decided that I think he is going to be watching it at his house for this one. We've got the 100s in the chat from Mako Vodopolobi and also from Sebastian as well, and listening from HTW N. Where is that? I can't quite think of where that would be, but do let me know, Jeremy. And we have also got their listening from Canada, and also love you too as well, says Johnny Boy. Thank you very much, mate. And at this stage now, we are hearing the national anthem of Australia, so we are getting very close to not just the New Zealand national anthem, but then the haka as well, and then we are right into the action between these two sides. Listening from Glenn Messi Waikato as well, says Marco Vodopolabia and Wallabies, says Russ, do let me know who you guys think is going to be scoring the first try as well, while we are getting a little bit closer to the kickoff bullet from Fiji, says Joseph. Welcome into the live stream, mate. Thank you very much. Hamilton as well. I feel like I should have gotten that, shouldn't I? And also hi from Sean and Timaru. Go Aussie by 5 in this one. It's going to be pretty awesome if Australia can win this one, purely because of the fact that the All Blacks haven't lost here since I was born, before I was born. That is, so it's going to be one of those ones. It will be an absolute it's going to be a spectacle, that is for sure. And the Eden Park crowd, looks like there are a lot of people wearing black for this one. So it's going to be possibly not the most popular one at the ground if it does happen, but of course would set up for a brilliant second game of rugby, that is for sure. And we have got in there YouTube in the chat from Sikovi and also Reed's Lips, says Obi Snake, and also back in the 70s and 80s, the All Blacks used to hammer the first opposition runner. I miss those days as well. And up the Kangaroos and the Koalas, says El Diablo as well. And Marika Cotton Betty first try, says Russ. Unfortunately, he is suspended due to a little bit more drinking than he should have been doing during the week. So that now means that it is going to be Andrew Callaway on that left wing. Nick Arfo is back. He is indeed. He is singing the national anthem of New Zealand at this stage. And then from there, we are going to be into the hugger. Let's go Wallabies, says Archangel. And also we have got that he is not playing, says Smithy Toilet. But I guess at this stage, we are getting close enough to possibly put the scoreboard up to get us very much hype for this one. I'm excited. I feel like this one could go either way at some stages, but it all depends on how the Wallabies start. If they want any chance of winning this match up against the All Blacks, they need to make sure that they score first, because the fact that early points for the All Blacks normally turn into a lot of points, unfortunately, for their opponents. So we're going to have to wait and see whether or not that will be the case in this one. I am quickly going to be able to hopefully get this one up so that we can have the try scorers coming across the bottom of the screen. I'm hoping there's a few of them in this one, that is for sure. And yeah, do let me know who you think is going to be the first try scorer of this match. My picks were Artie Savia or Rob Valentini. I think it's going to be a loose forward who can get the job done. But at this stage now, that's the national anthem of New Zealand finish. We are getting close to kickoff now, ladies and gentlemen. And we have also got, it's great to hear your commentary, says Jason. Thank you very much for tuning in, mate. It is even better when you guys are all in the chat for these ones. But now it is going to be Sam Whitelock leading the haka, or he is at the front of it. I'm wondering whether or not, I'm sure that they will go Aaron Smith. Yes, they are, for his 100th match as well here, Aaron Smith. What an occasion to bring it up for a first match of the Bledisloe. And we have also got in the chat in there, up the boys is cool as, and also the Wallabies will target Mackenzie. Yeah, it's going to be one of those ones. I'm interested to see how many times Tom Banks and also Damian McKenzie go for that 50-22. We've seen it incorporated in the Bunnings NPC in terms of those kicks in behind can lead to you possibly getting some advantage over your opponent, but it can also lead to you kicking the ball out on the full. So my prediction straight before this match starts, Damian McKenzie's going to kick the ball out on the full once, and so is Richie Moonga. And that is just a weird feeling that I've got, but we have got James Slipper will score for Australia first, says Johnny Boy. I mean, stranger things have happened in the game of rugby. Who knows? Maybe he could get himself one to start this match off. But at this stage, the haka has taken place for the All Blacks. The Wallabies, they don't look phased. They look ready for a battle at Eden Park, one of the hardest grounds to win at when you are facing the All Blacks, if not the hardest. And now we are about to see it. We're only moments away from kickoff, and I'm excited. I hope you guys are as well. If you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are on the road at this stage to 4,500 subscribers. So if you do want to help us out, please do. Also, we are sitting on 37 likes. So if you do want to help us get towards 50 almost before kickoff, be sure to hit that like button. We have also got no one can spell, as well, says Obi's Take It. Also, we have got in there Go NZ, says Zion, and hi from Logan. Welcome into the live stream, mate. But now at this stage, they are showing how fired up the All Blacks are for this one. Angus Tarval, he is excited for this game, coming off the bench as well. Whitelock leading the men out for this matchup. And they've had two late changes as well. I should mention it is going to be the change of Samasoni Takiao, brought in for Dane Coles, and also it will be the other change, and that is Scott Barrett coming off, and that is going to be Tui Pelotu on the bench. Paul Williams in charge of this one. Mike Fraser, Brendan Pickerel, and Glenn Newman will be the TMO for this matchup for New Zealand. Was it a good idea to have Paul Williams officiate this one? Surely having a Kiwi referee could cause some controversy. I think they actually had it last year as well for the first match, but I believe the second match will have an Australian as the head referee, if I'm not wrong. Watch for the goose step as well, says Sean. And also we have got Eden Park. Difficult for anyone to beat the ABs, that is for sure. And come on, AB, says Lyndon Wright. We've got the countdown 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the Bledisloe Cup match between the Wallabies and New Zealand will be getting underway. And we are going to be receiving the kick here for the All Blacks. Kick downfield, Sever Reece close to the touchline. Inside of its 22 has been dragged down there by Andrew Callaway, who straight away trying to create a little bit of a counteract, not working out for him. Papali'i getting his first carry back from his calf injury. It looks like Smith at the moment just going to be feeding it to the forwards to look for an opportunity to clear this one here, Aaron Smith. And it is his 100th match as well. So what a moment for that man to be bringing up his 100th in the first test match of the Bledisloe Cup. He has kicked it downfield. That is a good kick from Aaron Smith, clearing the lines, and now 40 metres out. Australia will have the first line out of this game. And we have also got Hamish, are you putting up a score prediction thingy? Says David, I probably should for this one. Shouldn't I? One moment, we will get that going while we are waiting for this line out throw to be taken by Mosa. Puts it down the middle. Darcy Swain claiming it nicely, but a lot of pressure on him. And the All Blacks trying to rip it away, but it is a penalty to the Wallabies. They are going to be about 45 out. So whether or not they decide to take on the kick, we will have to wait and see. We will quickly at this one. They are saying it is a kickable penalty at this stage. Who is going to win the match? I will put that one up, and we will go All Blacks as a first option. I guess we better have a draw in there as well, just because of how the result went last year. And then the third option is going to be, they're going for the corner here, the Wallabies as well. I do see early on in this match looking like they're going to be playing aggressively, trying to get as many early points as they can. There we go. Be sure to vote in that poll who you think is going to be winning this match, or whether or not maybe there could be another draw on the cards in this competition. We will have to wait and see. Big prediction, Phil Kearns will call off All Blacks offside 1,000 times tonight, says Trey. And also we have got Hauser Hamish. All Blacks are back. Huge supporter from South Africa, says Carl. Welcome into the live stream, mate. Thank you very much for being here. And it's going to be claimed by the Wallabies just inside of the 22, but it looks like a counter ruck here for the All Blacks. And because of it, little knock on. And it means that now it will be the opportunity for a scrum for the ABs inside of their own 22. Up the ABs as well, says Bully B. And also we have got Kumifori as well. And we're going to lose we got all Kiwi refs as well, says Cool As. But I believe the second game, hopefully they do have the Australian referees. And we have got How Do I Watch the Game, please, says Leroy. What country are you in? Do let me know. In New Zealand, it is on Sky. And then in Australia, it is going to be on 9, I believe, for free. If I'm not wrong, is the only option in Australia, or possibly Stan Sport actually has it as well in Australia. Hi, mate, as well, says Why Not Rugby. Welcome in to the live stream, Milo. It is good to see you, and hopefully you are excited for this match. 2.5 minutes in at this stage, and the All Blacks will have the scrum feed inside of their own 22. Aussie as well, says Hunter. Roblox Gaming is going for the boys in the green and gold for this one, or almost a little bit more on the orange side after the new kit that they have got. Both sides got new kits for this matchup. Aaron Smith going to be feeding the ball, and pack weights are almost identical, only the 1 kg difference, and that is going in the advantage of the All Blacks. Now it's going to be Harvey running forward, running hard at the line, but he is going to be tackled low by Michael Hooper, who will have an incredibly busy game, I would think, throughout this one. Going to be kicked downfield from Richie Mo'unga, possibly trying to just get a bit more territory going. Tom Banks going to be taking this one, and he's going to be attacking the line here. Sever Reece trying to cut him off, but he has missed the tackle, but big hit there from it was Nepololala to slow him down 40 out from the Wallabies line. Alatoa driving forward. James Slipper appealing that maybe he was taken off the ball. It's going to be a penalty to the Wallabies for Brodie Retallick. I believe it is George Bower not rolling away in the end, which meant that Brodie Retallick wasn't able to contest for that ball. We have got, that's correct, Channel 9 and Stan watching as a Kiwi from Perth as well, says Robbie. And also we have got I'm in Christchurch, says Leroy. So I think at this stage it is the case of your best option. I'm not sure whether I think it's on Prime about an hour later, if I'm not wrong, or something like that. Heavy 1000 match for the, or 100 match for the Kiwi lads. And Aaron Smith says, Sebastian, and you're wearing the suit for the final test of the British and Irish Lions, mate. Looking good as well, says Carl. I don't know. I feel like I'll be taking it off by now. It's kind of a special one for this one because it is our 100th, not international, but our 100th rugby union live stream that we have done, which is pretty insane that we have been able to do so in just 9 months. But that is going to be now another line out for the Wallabies here to see whether or not they can get a little bit of early momentum. They've had all the ball at this stage other than just one attacking run from it was the All Blacks a little bit earlier on. It's going to be McDermott. Just a little knock on though at scrum time here, or at line out time I should say. So now it is going to be another scrum feed for the All Blacks. And we saw a lot of scrums in the game earlier on between Wellington and Northland. In the end, Wellington able to get a comfortable win, but we had a lot of drop balls there. And that was at Sky Stadium, possibly just not quite going right for the Wallabies early on with the handling errors. But, of course, the game is still young. We've still got plenty of time. Come on, Wallabies, says Johnny Boy. And also we have got Aaron Smith. I don't think I can read that one. And we have go New Zealand from Forey. At this stage, like I mentioned, 909 kgs for the Wallabies for their fullback, 910 for the All Blacks. So only a little bit of an advantage at scrum time for this one for the men who are wearing the black and the white for this matchup. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who can get the first try of this one. I've said it's going to be a loose forward, but at this stage, maybe off the back of a scrum could be very dangerous. For it will be Ardie Savea, the new kicking law they are just talking about while we have the scrum reset. So pretty much a 50-22 is when you are inside of your own 50 and you kick it downfield, it bounces and goes into touch inside of the 22 of the opponent, which will then mean that you do get the attacking line out. So it could be very crucial for some of these sides. Depending on how the kicking game goes, it could lead to a lot of attacking rolling mauls for both sides. We have got Aussie will get the rub of the green since it's all Kiwi refs, as well as their schoolers. And also we have got, wait, is this your 100th stream, bruh? As well, says Marco Vonopolobia. It is indeed. We have been doing this for around 9 months of rugby games, and we have now ticked up this one is our 100th. That is why we have got the golden 100 for the members. If you do want to become a channel member, be sure to hit that link in the pinned comment. Good push here from the All Blacks to retain their scrum. Now it's going to be Mo'unga on the outside, gives it to Havili, met by the wall of defence. That was by Sami, and it is a knock on as well, and it's almost stolen there. No, not quite. And it does now mean that it's going to be a penalty for the Wallabies, and it was not rolling away was the call, but Hunter Paisami meeting David Havili with some big contact there. We know that those two men are going to be hitting each other hard all day. But now Tom Banks, 50 metres out. I would think from here, the Wallabies will once again be going for the touchline. It's got come on Wallabies from Amata, and also hey howdy hey yo, says it's Katie, and I couldn't speak for a second there, but welcome into the live stream, Katie. And also most people thought Fiji would beat the ABs according to the survey so far. Aussie won't be easy beats as well, says Lyndon. I will have a quick look while we are waiting. Looks like it's a little bit windy. I believe it was 22 kilometers an hour of the wind. Tell you what, the poll at the moment, 86% have said that the All Blacks are going to win this one. 12% have said that it will be the Wallabies who will win, and 2% have gone with the draw. Of course, the last year's Bledisloe Cup match did end in a draw between these two sides, 16-16 at Sky Stadium. That's going to be called not straight for the Wallabies, and now it will mean that it is going to be another scrum for the All Blacks. Penalty, says Marco Vonopolobia. Yeah, not the start to the match that I think everyone was expecting at this stage. Just a little bit of a feeling out process. But then from there, I'm sure once one try is scored, we're going to see a lot more of them. That is for sure. We have also got in there 100. Yeah, no emoji. It is indeed the 100th live stream that we have done on the channel for a rugby union game. And what a way to bring it up as well, the Bledisloe Cup. It's also Aaron Smith's 100th match, but that golden 100 in the chat is for, the channel with how well we have been doing in recent times as well. We have also got Kiwis, get them bros, much love from South Africa as well, says Craig. And also we have got in there, it's Eden Park, and the All Blacks must prevail and keep the record intact. Yeah, that's the thing. If they lose this game, the All Blacks, that's the first time since I was born that they've lost at Eden Park, which is absolutely just a crazy record to have. How many minutes in are we at this stage? We are 8 minutes in, and it's going to be a big push in the scrum for the ABs. They have been able to retain it now. It's going to be Mo'unga, goes back. Havili now with the good hands, gives it to McKenzie on the outside. Severu Reese, flat ball out to him. Great low tackle there from Andrew Callaway. And it is going to be into touch. So now it will be a line out for the Wallabies. Once again, that's about their 5th line out so far in the early stages of this match. But tell you what, Andrew Callaway, I feel like not too many people are going to be maybe expecting too much of him. Of course, Marika Koromberi, one of the best players in that second game for the Wallabies in their series up against France, but he is not there. He is suspended. But Andrew Callaway, I've been keeping an eye on this guy for a little while. He's been playing well for the Rebels, and it's one of those ones that maybe he has done pretty well against Crusaders in the past. That's another line out there. Hasn't worked out, and now Cody Taylor driving forward, tackled a little bit high from Cooper, just slipping. Oh, sorry, it was Hooper who did have that one. Retallick now 30 metres out here for the All Blacks. And they are going to be trying to get their first real attacking chance of this match. Going back now to Mo'unga, gives it to McKenzie at second receiver, getting lined up low by Hunter Paisami and also Lolesio. They are still hanging on to this one here. It's going to be going back to Aaron Smith, gives it to Mo'unga on the halfway line. Havili, Leonard Brown on the outside. Rieko Ioane with a quick hands. Ardie Savea knock on though. And now it is going to be going back for another scrum in this one. And we have got why you're wearing a suit. It is because it is a special occasion. Our first ever international fixture that we covered on the channel for the live commentary was this match last year, the first Bledisloe Cup test match. So I decided it would be a great occasion, and also because of the fact that this is our 100th rugby union live stream for the commentary that we have done. But quick hands from Rieko Ioane opened up the opportunity on the outside, but unfortunately Ardie Savea Rare mistake from that man, just putting the ball down. And now it means that it is going to be another scrum. New Zealand referees are incorruptible as well and can be trusted. Aussie refs also also on a says David. And also we have got in the chat here what is going quick at the moment. Special stream indeed. 100 rugby union game streamed as well, says Sebastian. Yeah, it's pretty insane how quickly we've been going at this stage because of the fact that, I mean, it's only 9 months and we've covered 100 games, and that's not including sevens, the cricket that we've done, also any rugby gaming that we've done. We're up to about 700 and something videos at this stage. Errors galore, not the start I was expecting, says Johnny Boy. Yeah, me too. At this stage, I thought that we were going to have an early try by one of these sides, but maybe the set play could be on for the Wallabies here after the scrum, or it's gone down in the front row, and it's going to be a penalty to the Wallabies. I think that we're engaging just a little bit early on this near side here with Nepo Lulala, perhaps. Or was it Cody Taylor who did collapse? Either way, sorry, it does mean that it is going to be another penalty for the Wallabies. Paisami will be on Havili's sort of day, says Archangel. He will indeed. And I feel like with that rush up defence, it does mean that it's going to be tough for Havili to be able to find the men on the outside. But if he gets a bit of space, Havili, he's got great vision, and he will be able to make sure that he can create that backline opportunity where we see the likes of McKenzie and Reese on the outside. Rico Ioane is very pacey. He was almost able to score a try late in the first half of last year's Bledisloe Cup. Of course, that is the one that he did end up putting down. He will be making sure he puts the ball down if he gets a chance in this game. That is for sure. Payanga Mosa with the line-out throw, claimed by Salakai Lotto, contested by Retallick, not quite able to get it. Or big hit there from Dalton Pabali on Nololesio. But Michael Weber doing very well with the clean out to keep that ball. Harry Wilson round the side, gets the wall of Savia. No, it was Havili and Bauer there. Now going Alan Alatoa, getting driven sideways by Taylor. 40 metres out here for the Wallabies. Once again, it's going to be an answer. Paisami, who has been dragged down by Leonard Brown. Savia trying to get in that breakdown, not quite able to steal it. Going back now into the hands of Darcy Swain, driven backwards by Akira Ioane. And at this stage, the Wallabies, they are slowly getting driven into their own half. It's going to be Payanga Mosa, a little bit of a step, but it's going to be, unfortunately, obstruction there for the Wallabies. Harry Wilson just getting the line a little bit wrong. And it does mean now that it is going to be the All Blacks penalty just inside their own half. Geordie Barrett is not out on the field at this stage, though, which does mean that he will not be taken on the long kick. But penalties conceded 4 against the All Blacks so far, 1 against the Wallabies. And Richie Mo'unga has given that a bit, and now they're going to be inside of the 22 with the first attacking line out of the match for the All Blacks. Now I've got Havili Reese as my first try scorer as well, says it was Sebastian, and also 100 game stream. That's awesome. Congrats to Kiwi lads, says Katie Dixon. Thank you very much. Nice error from Xavier. He blind in one eye as well. Says it was, I believe that was Archangel a little bit earlier on. Yes, it was. And we have also got there, that guy next to you looks like he needs a vaccine as well. Yeah, that is Kieran. He is also in the chat a little bit with the emojis that we have got all the way from South Africa as well. Says Malakuli. Hopefully I've pronounced that somewhere near correct, but I do appreciate you being there for this live stream, mate. And what's the weather like up there, mate? At this stage at Eden Park, I believe there's no rain, which is good. It's 13 degrees and also 22 kilometers an hour for the wind, but now it's going to be the rolling more here for the All Blacks, slowly rolling for the crowd, getting behind them. David Havili sells a dummy, and he is only going to be 10 meters short. The All Blacks on hot attack now. It's going to be Richie Mo'unga. Oh, he should have passed that one on the outside, but he is going to be dragged down. Oh, he's had the ball ripped away from him by Hunter Paisami, and now it is going to be the scrum feed for the All Blacks. A little bit of a push in the face of Michael Hooper as well. Not too happy with that one. And we have got high from the game, says Millie. Welcome in to the live stream. How many people are in attendance at the moment? Do let me know. And we have got, I see All Blacks try coming up, says Johnny Boy. It looked like it was going to be a very interesting one. I'd like to see a wide angle to see why Richie Mo'unga decided to go on the inside rather than finding that pass on the outside to McKenzie and then linking it up at the stage there. Yeah, just shoves Michael Hooper in the air. Which haka did the boys perform today? I believe it was just Kamate, if I'm not wrong. I don't think it was the other one. I hope I am correct in that regard and get these Aussies, or geez, those Aussies tough buggers. Tell you what, Hunter Paisami in the midfield is going to cause a few problems for the All Blacks, purely because of the fact he doesn't really run slow and he doesn't miss people when he does try and whack them. So it's one of those ones. He's already caused 2 handling errors from the All Blacks early on in this game. We are currently sitting 14 minutes into this one for all of you guys who have just tuned in, but I do appreciate you all being here. If you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Wilson now giving it back to Lena Katau, and he boots it downfield on the left boot. Very good kick from Lena Katau as well. Extremely close to the touchline, but McKenzie taking it beautifully. Fires the long ball back across field to Rico Ioane with a step as well. Running sideways, fence off Tom Banks now. Got Pabali on the outside, but he has gone on the inside to Leonard Brown. Flat pass. Debatably maybe a little bit forward, but now it's going to be Smith. Goes back to Whitelock now for the All Blacks. Once again going to be on attack. 40 metres out now from the Wallabies line. McKenzie gives it to Savia. Flat ball to Taylor, and he has been tackled low by Michael Hooper. It's a forward pass though, and it is going to be going back now for another scrum to the Wallabies. We have also got in there, they did Tika Tonu as well, says Obi Snake, and also All Blacks win, says it Jinky Lee, and the suit, are you going to marry or chew in court as well, says Mr. Clean. We have decided to dress up for this one because of the fact the first ever international game that we did cover on the channel was between the All Blacks and the Wallabies. It was the first game of the Bledisloe Cup last year, and also it is our 100th rugby union live stream that we have done on the channel. So it is pretty awesome that we have been able to do 100 in just 9 months. So, yeah, that is the reason behind the scene we have got there when the Kiwi Live stream is good. It's so good that you watch it from the stands as well, says Sebastian. And also we have got in there Bulavanaka from, hopefully I pronounced this correctly, Piniana. Hopefully I pronounced that not too bad. And we look rusty, as says Rio Gamer. Yeah, both sides at this stage just don't seem to be hanging on to the ball too well. Lineouts have been a little bit of a problem for the Wallabies, not having the best success at that. But at this stage now, the All Blacks have had about 4 handling errors already in the early stages of this game at Eden Park. That's going to be a penalty to the All Blacks there. It's front row going down. James Slipper can't believe it, but that means now 46 metres out. Is there anyone out on the field there? Damian McKenzie, does he have the distance? Mwanga probably doesn't quite have it either, so they might decide to go for the corner instead here, the All Blacks. Hi, Fiji, we love you guys as well, says Obi Snake, and we have got 100 emojis in the chat as well from Sebastian. The golden emoji for this live stream, and that's the thing, with this live stream, the golden emoji that you are seeing, the 100 in the chat, is only going to be available for 24 hours, and then we are going to be taking it away. It is just a special one, but Richie Mwanga going to be backing himself from 46 out. The All Blacks never give up as well, says Gangster, and also we have got go the ABs from the box. Says it is Q1. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. And also 100 of the rugby streams as well, says Marco Vodapolobia. Yeah, a lot of rugby live streams that have shown. Yo says Legacy Headshot. Welcome into the live stream, mate. How do I get emoji in jelly as well, says Obi Snake. I'm not sure what you mean by in jelly, but there is a link to the pinned comment in the chat, and that will take you to the channel membership. It is $5 New Zealand a month, and with that you do get access to special emojis and also exclusive live streams that we will be starting up in a very short moment. Why no play, says Mood. At this stage we aren't able to show any game footage because of licensing is the main reason. If we were to show any match footage or audio, our live stream would get taken straight off YouTube, and we would end up with a copyright strike, which is exactly what we don't really want in this situation, unfortunately. But at this stage now, it is going to be Richie Mwanga lining up this kick from about 46 out, straight in front here. Well, that's got plenty of distance, Richie Mwanga, straight down the middle, and the All Blacks take the lead in this match after 15 minutes. It is going to be 3-0 to the All Blacks now. They will be hoping that maybe that will be the start of many points to come on the board. We have got Bullet Love from Fiji, says, welcome in to the live stream, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. And also Kia kaha, All Blacks from Singapore as well. So we have got people from all around the world watching this live stream, which is absolutely awesome that you guys are all here for this one. But at this stage now, it's going to be kicked off by the Wallabies, taken by Reese on the 22 of the All Blacks, and Havili taking contact with James Slipper there. Looks like Smith might look to once again give it to a couple of the forwards to hit it up. Whitelock, the captain here, going to be wrestled to the ground there by Alalatoa. Smith fires it back in the pocket. Mwanga kicks it downfield. Good distance on that kick as well. Maybe the one behind. Oh, Tom Banks hasn't taken that one well. Smacked him in the face, and I believe because of it, it's going to be play on. No, it's not. It's at the hand, they are saying. And Tom Banks is going to smack me in the face, mate. I wasn't able to get a hand to it. Just didn't read that one, Tom Banks. Yeah, just smacks him clean in the mush, not a knock on. Unfortunately for him, just didn't get it. And at this stage, he's lucky that that one didn't, unfortunately, hit the nose, because or else that would have made it a bit wonky. But we have got there in the chat 34-18 to the ABs as well. And Bullet Love from Fiji as well says, and also what's the score margin for today's match, lads? Says Ed Vogel. Now, before the game, I said All Blacks by 10-15, but I'm starting to wonder whether or not it's going to be a little bit closer. But I think 10-15 is my prediction. Tuning in again from Cambodia. Great job you are doing as well, says Martin. Thank you very much for coming back, mate. It is hugely appreciated, all you guys who have been returning for all of our live streams. We are going to be doing the next week's match as well as the one later on tonight, which is going to be the British and Irish Lions taking on the Springboks, the final match of that series. What's the score? Says Burnt Toast. At this stage, it is 3-0 to the All Blacks, and it is 19 minutes gone in this one. Damian McKenzie already looks like he's hit butted the ground a couple times. Got a bit of pain on the forehead, but now it is going to be Aaron Smith who will be putting the scrum putting the ball into the scrum, I should say, on the 22 now for the All Blacks. Adi Savia looking like he might be thinking about going off the back here, starting to march forward here, the All Blacks, and they have got the advantage because of it. Now it's going to be Smith over the back, gives it to McKenzie, awkward pass, but he has taken it nicely, tackled by Callaway there. And then the number 11 jersey now, it's going to be Savia driving straight at Paisami, but he wrestles him back down. just inside of the 22 now. Oh, it's an awkward pass there from Whitelock. They've got the penalty advantage, and I feel like from here, it is a lot easier to be able to take the 3, but maybe, who knows, maybe they will decide to possibly go for the corner. I think they'll take the 3, though. Cheers, says James, and also come on the line, South Wales, UK. Best wishes to our New Zealand and Aussie rugby fans as well, says Sol. And I do appreciate you being here as well, mate. Can't actually believe we're going to see All Blacks versus Springboks this year, and it's actually going to be the 100th match between those two sides, if I'm not wrong as well. Even if it wasn't a knock-on, we should have had a penalty because the person who got the ball after him was in front. That's a good point that I didn't actually think about at the time. I believe it was it Lolosio who wasn't next to him at the time, and Hooper is a machine, says Sean. He is indeed, and I feel like he needs a brilliant performance here in this game. He had a very good game up against France in pretty much every game of the series. So it is going to be one of those ones that he needs to make sure that he has a good performance here, but it is going to be Richie Mo'unga. So far, decent performance of the team. 1 from 1, 100% as well. And we have got hello from Cape Town, says Tiger, and also another chat. Great job, well done, watching from Namibia as well. So thank you very much for tuning in. And Harry has said why line out as well. I assume it is the case of, is that why would they take the line out, or why have they gone for the line out? Because they are going to be taking on the 3 points here. And it's just one of those ones. I think eventually we will start to see the All Blacks going for the corner in this match if they can build a lead. But now at this stage, it is going to be 6-0 to the All Blacks over the Wallabies after 20 minutes now. So at this stage, we are still tryless in this game between these two sides. Watch the All Blacks machine heat up in the second half. If the Wallabies would want to get anything out of this game, they have to do it now in the first 40. That is a good point. They need to score first in this game in terms of the tries, because of the fact, 5 points will put them right back in this match. Even better if they can convert that try. If they are able to score, it's going to be taken now by David Arveli inside of his own 22. And he boots it downfield. He has, of course, got an extremely long boot. He's gone a mile into touch there. And now it is going to be the Wallabies who have the line out. We have also got Hamish looking fresh as well. My boy says, Tesla, we are here for the 100th Rugby Union live stream we have done on the channel in only 9 months as well, which is just an awesome record. My cat is making noise at the moment in the background. He's just sitting on the seat. Yeah, mate, the All Blacks are playing. Do you know that? He's just looking at me funny, going, why are you talking to yourself? But at this stage now, it's going to be a rolling maul for the Wallabies. They've got the advantage as well off the line out. And now it is going to be moving forward a little bit. Hooper getting a couple extra meters. Now it's going to be going back to McDermott. They've got the advantage still, like I mentioned. Now it's going to be quick hands. Andrew Callaway, that man's got a bit of pace as well. Kicking it in mind, going for the 50-22. And as he nailed it, no, it's not quite going to be going there. And because of it now, I believe it is going to be a goal line dropout now with the new rules. Yellow card in the game. I think there could be one maybe later on in this one. And we have got great commentary. John in Jersey, UK as well. So welcome into the live stream, John. And also, let's go 100 live stream, says Tesla. And at this stage, we have got you always looking good in the suit, Hamish. As well, says Katie. Thank you very much. And at this stage, yeah, new rule. This one for the goal line dropout. If the ball is put down inside of your own in goal line and you haven't taken it back, it does now mean a 22 dropout. Or sorry, a goal line dropout in this format. And also a 50-22 that I mentioned before. It means if you kick it from inside of your own half and you manage to get it to bounce into touch inside of the 22 of the opponent, it does then make an opportunity for an attacking line out for the team who kicked the ball. But at this stage now, the Wallabies going to have this ball just outside of the 22. Going to be Lolosio. Gives it to Salakai-Lotto, met by Bauer. It's going to be an advantage here. And that was an interesting tactic from Cody Taylor, trying to wrestle Payanga most from his own side of the ruck. Now it's going to be an answer. Paisami Grubber in behind here. Going to be covered by Mo'unga. And it is going to be going back to the penalty for the Wallabies. Who's going to score the first try? Says Ed, I have gone with either Rob Valentini or Artie Savia. I'm going with one of those forwards. In this one, I'm an AB's person, but it would be awesome for the Cup went to us, or if the Cup went to Australia, the dominance is not healthy, as well, says Ivan. And that's the thing. The All Blacks haven't lost at Eden Park since 1994, I believe it is. So if they can somehow do it, not just this week, but win next week as well, that would be absolutely incredible for this Wallaby side. But of course, you've got the big task of being able to beat the ABs. But at this stage, they are going to be taking on the 3 points here. Noah Lolesio will be kicking this first opportunity for the Wallabies at goal. And they have turned down a couple earlier on. Great job calling 100 games, lads. That's a lot to do in 9 months, that's for sure. Yeah, we have been doing all sorts of competitions. We've been doing the Rainbow Cup South Africa. Also, we've been doing the Champions Cup, the Bledisloe Cup as well, the Tri-Nations, Super Rugby Trans-Tasman AU, Super Rugby just in New Zealand, Aotearoa. International fixtures. We've been doing it all on this channel. We said that Marika is out, says Ed Vogel. I feel like if he was out on that left wing side, the All Blacks would have been in a little bit of trouble there. Him versus Reece was the battle I was looking forward to out on the field. But of course, he is suspended. So unfortunately, means that he is missing out. But Andrew Callaway, still a very competent player out on that wing. And I feel like he could do some danger in this match. We got a strong ratio here, says Tesla as well. And also we have got flamed up, says Marco Vonapolvia. And also we have got there, we all want to see the ABs versus the Springboks. Can't wait. Smash the Aussies today, says Kewan as well. And yeah, that's the thing. It's going to be at Forsyth Bar Stadium, the 100th match between the All Blacks and the Springboks. And what a way to bring it up for part of the Rugby Championship. Slow game is it as well, says Ed. At this stage, it has been a little bit slow. We haven't seen a try yet, but I feel like we're not too far away from getting to see one. We have also got ABs versus Springboks will be a close game, as well, says Coach I Feng. And at this stage now, Noel Alessio kicking this one. He hasn't struck at the best and he's missed it. Noel Alessio. So that will stay at 6-0. I believe it is the Wallabies. I think they thought that it went over, but I think they're more excited that they're on TV than they are about the fact that Noel Alessio, unfortunately, missed that kick 25 minutes into this one, and it is going to be 6-0 still to the All Blacks. We have got Aaron Smith first try for his 100th game. Could be on the cards perhaps, and listening from Fiji as well, says I'll welcome in to the live stream, mate. I do appreciate you guys all being here for this one. If you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button on the 22 now. The Wallabies receiving that 22 dropout. Noel Alessio putting the ball eye. Valentini chasing it hard. Going to be taken beautifully by McKenzie, but good timing on the tackle by Valentini to drive him backwards. Counter ruck here from the Wallabies. It's going to still stay on the side of the All Blacks, though. And it was George Bauer driving forward. Michael Hooper leaving the feet. Oh, big clean out from Brady Retallick with a big contact on Hooper there. Rico Ioane gives it out wide into the hands of Leonard Brown down the wing, driving for Paisami. Getting shunted off in the tackle, but Harry Wilson drags him down just inside of their own half here. The All Blacks, Whitelock getting another carry for the All Blacks. Up to 26 minutes gone in this one, fifth phase. Now George Bauer pinning the ears back, and Retallick catching the ball with one hand, driving for 45 out. Now from the Wallabies line, it's going to be in the hands now of Nepo Lulala, who is driving forward, getting driven backwards by James Slipper and also Alan Alatoa. And at this stage, looking like a backline movement. Here it comes, Havili. Little offload out the back to Damian McKenzie. Almost caught eye there. Almost shoulder touch as well by Anga Mosa. But he was dodging everyone. Michael Hooper leaving the feet a little bit there, but he has managed to get the ball for the Wallabies. And it's going to be a counter attack. And it's out on the wing into the hands of Jordan Patai. This is his first game back since returning from his injury, and straight into it up against the All Blacks. They've got the advantage as well here, the Wallabies. This game's going at a frantic pace now. They have well and truly sped it up. Darcy Swain taking the contact there, passing it back. And Whitelock deciding he wants to go at it. Not quite able to get the ball, though, for his side. And it's going to be a penalty to the All Blacks. And it's not releasing. I thought they still had advantage, the Wallabies, if I'm not wrong. But maybe that was not the case. Can you show the screen, please? Says Corey. Unfortunately, due to licensing, it will mean that I will get taken off YouTube if I was to show anything to do with the game in terms of the commentary, or also just any type of any type of picture, unfortunately. So I am sorry about that, but it is on Sky, it is on Stan, and it is on 9 now in Australia, I believe. Want to see Caleb and Roger Tuivasa-Sheck go All Blacks as well, says Benny. And I see that he wasn't selected, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, for the Auckland side this weekend. Their game tomorrow up against Canterbury. Going to be interesting to see how they go. I see Solomon Kata on the bench, though. Ex-Brumbies player. We have also got there. Why isn't Foster the water boy? As I says, Marco Vonapolvia. I believe it is maybe because he is the head coach rather than the, I can't remember what Rassie Erasmus's job is. Thoughts on not picking Will Jordan? I was curious at the time why they didn't do it, but apparently he has just still got a little bit of an injury. So they didn't want to risk him there. So that is why they didn't actually select him for this game, because I thought maybe he would have at least had a spot on the bench. But now that I know that there was that little bit of an injury, they decided to leave him out just to make sure that he is going to be 100% next week. We have got listening from Derbyshire as well. Born in New Zealand, smash the Wallabies, says Simon. And at this stage, Richie Mo'unga going to have another opportunity to kick for the post here, trying to make it 3 from 3 so far. Noel Alessio, unfortunately, missing his first kick at the post. Not going that well. How many minutes in are we at this stage? We are sitting 28 minutes into this one, and maybe Quay Cooper for Bledisloe too. Who knows? Maybe they could go with it depending on how it goes. James O'Connor must not be too far away from coming back from his injury, though, if I'm not wrong. Also, Nick White, Solomon Kata on the bench for Auckland. He is indeed. They signed him as well as Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. So they are stacked in that back line. Oh, good strike from Richie Mo'unga. And it has gone over. So now the score is going to be 9-0 to the All Blacks in this one. Now they have extended that lead to more than 7. So it's just one of those situations of how long until we see the All Blacks maybe going for a few more 50-22s. Try their best to be able to maybe use that rule to their advantage. We have also got in there, what do you think? We are here, Corey, says he's naked. Also, we have got in there, it's on 9 Gem for the Aussie, says Johnny Boy, and D-Mac as a bullet, says Tesla. Good morning, sports fans. Great suit, mate. 007 James Bonds 5s. Just getting up. Looking forward to a huge day of rugby. Hope you're well, brother. I am indeed, and I am excited. 100th match that we have covered. Oh, that's almost kicked out on the field from David Arveli in an awkward way because of the fact he actually kicked it from the ground. And now it will be the Wallabies who will have the line out. Nice charge down there on the kick. It was Rob Valentini, took it in the ribs, charging down David Arvili's kick. But in the end, it does now mean that the Wallabies will have possession about 30 metres out from the All Blacks line. They need to be the first team to score in this match, that is for sure. And that is scoring as in a try, I should mention. But now it will be the line out. It hasn't been going that smoothly for them so far, but they will be hoping that this one will be straight enough, taken by Rob Valentini now. And it is going to be opening up for the rolling ball. Instead, they go off the back. Harry Wilson driving at the line, but he is going to be dragged down by Dalton Pavali. Straight in there was Adi Savia, not able to contest though. Now it's going to be Valentini running at Retallick, bouncing out of the tackle. And at this stage, now the Wallabies inside of the 22. McDermott, caught a bit high from Brodie Retallick. And they will be going back to have a look at this one, I would think, but it is going to be a high tackle call against Brodie Retallick. I know that Tate McDermott was dipping a little bit, but I think they may still have a look at the TMO to make sure that that is all right. We have also got the All Blacks aren't smashing anyone yet. They will soon, says David, and also 3 for 3 for Big Richie, and 9-0 says Manu, and also we have got Bring Barrett on to kick as well, says Coolaz, and also, yeah, I think it is because of the fact that McDermott was kind of crouching into it, that I don't think it will be any more than a penalty here. But at the stage now, the Wallabies, they will have a chance of being able to get their first points on the board, and that will put them within 7 points. Barrett's kicking boots made me nervous as well, says Marco Vodopolovi, and also Box to beat the Lions later today. The Box are too physical and tactical. Can't wait for that one. Yeah, it's going to be a good game. I am going to be getting up at around 3 o'clock in the morning New Zealand time to be able to watch that game, but I would not be missing it because it should be a very exciting contest between the two sides, that is for sure. But at this stage, also, I will mention, if you haven't already, be sure to leave a like. Also, subscribe to the channel. We are going to be checking the poll in just a very short moment to see exactly what we are sitting on in terms of who you guys think is going to be winning. But that one has gone over from Noel Olesio. So now it is going to be in the situation of being 3 for the Wallabies and 9 for the All Blacks. And at this stage, 32 minutes gone in this one. Anyone know where I can watch a game for free? It depends on what country you're in. I believe it is on 9GM, someone mentioned, if you are in Australia, to be able to watch this one for free. But yeah, in New Zealand, I don't think there are too many options, unless, of course, you have a VPN. Might be your best bet. And we have also got there the Master Predictors here. I hope you're doing well, mate. As well as says Sebastian, and that was for Thick Boy a little bit earlier on. And also we have got Let's Go All Blacks, says Lockie. At this stage now, it's going to be in the possession of the Wallabies just outside of their own 22 now, and McDermott looking for the ball. It's popped out the side, and he will be giving it back into the hands of Noel Olesio. Almost charged down. Tell you what, that was a Superman dive from David Arvili. That was commitment and a half, taken nicely by Rieko Ioane, but wrestled down by Hunter Paisami. And that man is always going to be bringing a physical game. Damien McKenzie there, tackled by Hooper, loose ball, a little bit slippery out there. David Arvili now kicking it in behind. Not going to be a 50-22. The mark taken by Andrew Callaway. And now he will be able to kick it for touch if he wants to. I hate being a Wallabies fan as well, says the basketball boy, sorry. And also we have got Nice Suit, says Atino, thank you very much. We are celebrating 100 live streams on the channel that we have done for rugby union matches. Feels like it's flown by. It's been 9 months since the first ever international fixture that we covered, and it was actually the All Blacks versus the Wallabies, that game when it was a 16-all draw. Tell you what, this game, who knows? Maybe we could have a draw on our hands here. Who's kicking for the Wallabies? Let's go. Yes, he is indeed. So far, he's kicked 1 from 2. So he isn't quite 100%, but at this stage, I feel like he's one of those players. He's so young. He actually had his debut in the last match, or the first match, sorry, of the Bledisloe Cup last year. Now it's going to be Savia driving forward for the line out for the All Blacks here. And Michael Hooper getting straight in there, almost able to turn it over, but now it's going to be Whitelock taking the ball behind him. But he has taken contact there. Aaron Smith now gets it back to Moonga, lined up by Harry Wilson, dodges the tackle, offload out the back, and it's going to be Akira Ioane. Down the wing, got Reese on the outside, gives it to him, but he is going to be going into touch there, Sever Reese. Good opportunity there for the All Blacks to start building towards halftime, but just not quite able to get it right. Akira Ioane down the wing, and of course, his debut was cut short for the All Blacks, or one of his performances, and I think it was 2 years ago, or maybe it was last year when Tuanga Fasi ended up getting a red card, which would mean that Akira Ioane had to go off the field. Nice offload out the back, but then from there, Sever Reese just not quite able to hang on to it. We have also got in the chat, Wallabies win this 20-16 as well, says McQuinn A. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. And also, I remember that day mustache as well, says Satch. Yeah, that's the thing. That was short here, Hamish, as well at that stage. We have grown our hair relatively long in the past 9 months as well. Maybe we will look for a haircut at some stage. We have got congrats on the Hundy, Hamish, as well from Ray Mantis. But anyone wondering, all short line out here for the Wallabies. Looking decent. Good low tackle there from Brodie Retallick, though. They have still got this one now. It's going to be going back into the hands of Callaway Wilson, trying to drive forward. Another advantage to the Wallabies here. Going back, Callaway. Nololisio on the outside gives it to Michael Hooper. Good tackle by Dalton Babali. Nice offload, though, into the hands of Paisami. Currently 40 metres out. Dalton Babali trying to rip that ball away. and he didn't have any problems with that, Paul Williams, but they are going back for where the penalty advantage was for the Wallabies. Who do you think will win, says Lockie? I mean, at Eden Park, it's extremely hard not to say the All Blacks, but so far they haven't looked too dominant. I'll be honest, at this stage, if the Wallabies can score now, they will almost have a lead going into halftime. Show us a piece of the game, says Eugene. Unfortunately, the best I can do is tell you that after the match, the All Blacks YouTube channel will be uploading the highlights of this match, so you will be able to see all of the best pieces of the match at that stage. But yeah, unfortunately, copyright is very strict on YouTube, and if we were to show anything, even if it was a tiny picture in the corner, YouTube would take us down and we would get banned from live streaming for 3 months as well. From Sri Lanka as well, says Satcher. Welcome in. And we have got, I had Severis or David Arveli as my first try scorer as well, says Sebastian. And at this stage, it looks like we may end up in the situation of no one scoring a try in the first half, although Paisami, ball to Callaway. And has he got the pace? Yes, he does, Andrew Callaway. And he scored the opening try of the match for the Wallabies. And tell you what, he was the man before the match. I've gone bright red. He was the man before the match when Marika Korombeti was taken out of that starting lineup. I said, Andrew Callaway, I've been keeping an eye on him at the Rebels. He has got pace and he has got a lot of skill. And he has just scored the try that may give the Wallabies the lead in this one. And at this stage, we have also got in there, Joe. Let's go, says Archangel, who's the man of the match. Says Lockie Bates. Tell you what, Hunter Paisami set that one up beautifully. So I'll give it to him so far. But then a beautiful ball to Callaway. Reese not able to catch him. And it is the try to the Wallabies. Was just a missed tackle from Richie Mo'unga. Also, Cody Taylor Paisami too strong. And then it was Andrew Callaway. Too much pace for that man. And the Rebels winger was able to score it. And we have also got in there, Australia last one at Eden Park was back in 1986. It's a long time. But now they have got the opportunity to be able to take the lead in this match here, the Wallabies. And if they can do so, would be absolutely incredible for them. At this stage, the score is 9 to the Wallabies. 9 to the All Blacks. 8 to the Wallabies. So my big question of whether or not we're going to get to see a try in the first half, about 30 seconds later, we see the first try of the first half, and it went to that man, Andrew Callaway, who we will be updating on the try scorers sheet as well. It will no longer say not applicable. It will be solely Andrew Callaway, and I feel like I almost need to put a wee mention there for Hunter Paisami, because that was brilliantly done from that man as well, but we will add that to the scorer sheet. There we go, Andrew Callaway puts his name on the board. Come on, All Blacks, says Tesla. We're back, baby, says Archangel. And a wake up All Blacks, says Craig as well. And Bugger, says Ian. And at this stage now, it is going to be Nola Lesko who will be taking on this one. But unfortunately, at this stage, just too many penalties against the All Blacks early on in this one to be able to cause a lot of upsets, possibly on the cards for the Wallabies here. But it's going to be Nola Lesko. Has he? No, he hasn't got it. So unfortunately for him, missing that one as well. So the score is going to remain 9 to the All Blacks, 8 to the Wallabies. We have got a donation as well from David. David, thank you very much, mate, for that donation. Hugely appreciated. Cheers, Hamish. Please donate, everyone, so Hamish can buy new cufflinks to go with his dapper suit, says David. And yeah, I do appreciate that a lot, mate. Of course, we are wearing the suit for the 100th live stream that we have done for a rugby union fixture. And what a way to bring it up for the first match of the Bledisloe. But yeah, thank you very much, David, for that awesome donation. All Damian McKenzie almost stepping in touch there, but he's done very well to take it 40 metres out from their own line here. The All Blacks is going into the hands of Ioane. Can they fire back straight away? Almost looking for the offload. It's going to be another advantage now for the All Blacks. Richie Mo'unga sells a bit of a dummy, tries to pierce the gap, but Paisami once again all over him. And he was almost able to rip it away in that breakdown. Cody Taylor now taking contact, tackled by his opposite number. And at this stage, the All Blacks now, they need to be the next team to score. They've still got the advantage. Bauer now tackled by Slipper. I believe they have still got the same advantage here. Going to be a backline movement here. Kirioani trying to break the tackle with Lena Cattell. But he has been dragged down once again. And they're going back for the penalty advantage. Decided that they weren't making enough meters there. So now from here, tell you what, it's going to be quite far up the field as well. So it will be from about 27 meters out. And I think Richie Mo'unga might consider taking on the 3 points just to make it that they are that little bit further ahead. We have Scott in there. Can you read my messages, Brandon? I will try my best, but tell you what, the chat is going that quick at the moment. What's your favorite music or your favorite and your favorite questions? What I would be give you this is a question as well. Says Brandon, I mean, anything based around these two sides is normally the best ones to go with. And we have got the All Blacks need a spark as well, says Lockie. And this could be the spark. Richie Mo'unga turning down the easy 3. I believe it would have been Whitelock who said it. He's playing aggressive. They're going for the corner now, the ABs. And they want to score with 1 minute left on the clock. First name Ping, last name Pong as well. Says Marco Votapolowy. And also we have got can't get 10 points because they got 8 now. As well, says Archangel, but now they have been able to claim that line out here. through the middle. Darcy Swain trying to get his hands on the ball. It's a rolling ball here for the All Blacks, and Cody Taylor has got this ball at the back. It is rolling here, and they're 5 meters out. It's going forward. It's gone down. Cody Taylor back to his feet. They've been able to somehow stop it here. What great defense from the Wallabies. But now Aaron Smith, they have got the option. They've got a huge backline opportunity here for the All Blacks. Only a couple meters short. It's going to be Whitelock driving forward, the advantage as well for the All Blacks here for offside. Kirioani, he's lining it up around the side. He has been tackled by Painga Mosa. And at this stage now, the All Blacks just going to keep going. Adi Savia, he's close to the line, only a metre short, inches short here. Sevu Reece round the side dives, and Sevu Reece scores a try for the All Blacks. And they are going to be back on the board, and that is the first try here for the All Blacks. And we will have to update that one so that it now says Sevu Reece. He was playing as if he was one of the forwards there, Sevu, and he decided to go round the side of the breakdown. In the end, it was Adi Savia who was driving forward. No, it wasn't actually. Yes, it was. Actually, I'm well and truly contradicting myself, but Adi Savia getting only a metre shorter line. Sevu Reece was all over it waiting for that ball, and he was able to get it. So now the All Blacks will have a lead of more than the 7 points going into halftime by the looks of it. The Sevu Reece able to score himself the try there. We have got there. Go ABs, try. I called it as well. Says Sebastian Sevu Reece. And also, yeah, Lockie, your comment of the All Blacks need a spark. They may have just found it. That one has gone over from Richie Mo'unga. So now we go into halftime, and the score is going to be 16 to the All Blacks, 8 to the Wallabies. Still a very close game between these two sides, that is for sure. All it takes is some early points on the ball for the Wallabies in the second half, and they will be well and truly back in this match. I've just realised there's still a chance of a 16-all draw. If the Wallabies score and don't convert and get a 3-pointer, we could have two 16-all draws for the first match of the Bledisloe, but I feel like there are going to be more points scored in the second half than the first, perhaps. Could start to open up for both sides. But yeah, hopefully you guys have been enjoying the commentary. If you are enjoying, be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you are new, we hugely appreciate all the support you guys have been showing. Like I mentioned, this is our 100th live stream that we have done for an international, or not just an international, but any rugby union fixtures. So we've been going for 9 months. We have no plans of slowing down, which is why we have got the golden 100 in the chat. That is going to be available for 24 hours, that emoji, and then we are going to be taking it away. So yeah, at this stage, the kick did go over as well, Scott. I added the points a little bit too early, but I was pretty sure that he would be able to get it, as it was nice and out in front. So he was able to convert that one. So far, 4 from 4 for Richie Mo'unga. Sevu Reece scoring the try for the All Blacks, and Andrew Callaway scoring the try for the Wallabies, sponsored by Capri as well, says Marco Vonopolobia. I tell you what, if Capri ever wanted to reach out to our channel and like send us some chocolate and be like, just talk about us a little bit, like I would 100% do that. Cream eggs are very good, Capri. Keep on making them, that is for sure, except make them a bit bigger. They seem to have shrunk quite a bit in the recent times, but now at this stage, we're looking at some of the stats for the first half. 57% for the All Blacks, 43% for the Wallabies, then 55% territory for the All Blacks as well. 1 try apiece, but the penalties are the difference in this one, because of the fact that Richie Mo'unga at this stage has been able to get a total of 4 from 4. And unfortunately, Noel Alessio only sitting 1 from 3 at this stage. Meters carry pretty even. Defenders beaten also very even, for 9 for the All Blacks, 8 for the Wallabies. Clean breaks, 2 for the Wallabies, 1 for the All Blacks. But my first half player who I think made the most impact would 100% have to be Hunter Paisami. He's looking dangerous in that number 12 jersey. And at this stage, the tackling completion rate, a little bit low for the All Blacks, only making 69% of their tackles, missing a total of 8 tackles out of the 26 they've had to make, but they haven't had to make too many, that is for sure. Give the ball to Reece or Clark as well, says Aroa. And also we have got, this is the 120, says just the cleaner. And we have got New Zealand, says Upper Cookie. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. And new emoji is sick, says the Tesla. And yeah, that's the thing. It may only be available for 24 hours. Decided it could be a nice special one just to celebrate the fact that we have been able to do 100 rugby union fixtures. Congratulations on the 100, brothers. I would say the suit says, man, a good little gimmick. Have you with or have you got a little one for Kieran? Maybe Kieran could have it. I actually want there to be a game on Halloween, because I've actually got a very good setup for Kieran if that is the case. So I'm not sure what games are going to be happening around Halloween time, but if it is the case, we will be doing a special live stream in that regard as well. But at the stage, also, ABs will dominate, says Coach Afang, and also love the work, TKL, says Scott Jones. Thank you very much, mate. Congratulations, Hamish, and well done, boys. 100 down and another 100 to come. Yeah, that's the thing. We have no plans of slowing down. In fact, we're almost speeding up at this stage. We've got a whole heap of the Bunnings NPC coming up, which I am absolutely looking forward to. And yeah, hopefully it is going to be a very exciting contest. Hamish, you're killing it, mate, as well. Says, thank you very much, mate. And how's the Brody overall performance? Scotty has to come on early in the second 40, don't you think? Says Melcy, and it's actually a late change. Originally, it was going to be Scott Barrett, but now it is Patrick Tuipulotu who they have decided to go with. And the reasoning behind that is Scott Barrett is actually sick. Same with Dane Coles, or whether that's an injury to Dane Coles, I'm not too sure. But there are two changes, and that is going to be Samisoni Takiaho right here as number 16. And then if we go down, it is going to be Scott Barrett out of there. Boom, he's gone. And it is going to be Patrick Tuipulotu who is going to be replacing him in that reserves bench. We've got two Barretts on the bench, and I feel like either one of those guys could well and truly open up an opportunity. Hi, Kiwi as well, says Tene. And also, what's the score? Sorry, says Gangster My G. We will quickly add that one back up. It was just so that you guys could see all of the reserves. But it is 16 to the All Blacks and 8 to the Wallabies in this one. And rate both teams' performances 1 to 10. I would say the Wallabies. You know, I'm going to say All Blacks. It's a hard one. All Blacks, I'm going to give them a 6, and the Wallabies probably around a 4 or 5. I feel like the All Blacks haven't been able to play the game that they would have liked to for this game so far. So I feel like it's one of those ones. If they can create those opportunities in the second half, they will be on for maybe being able to get themselves some good reward. But we have got their Tongan forward run rampant. He's a very good name indeed. So it's one of those ones that Taniela Tupou off the bench, he can cut a game open. And it's definitely going to be one of those ones that they will have to be careful with him coming off the bench, because Taniela Tupou, he's a hard man to stop. That is for sure. And I'm excited to see whether or not they decide to use him as often as they possibly can, because of the fact that, yeah, very good player, Taniela Tupou. I'm quickly just making sure that I've got all the stats up and ready for the second half for this one. But we've seen some good rugby so far between these two sides. And it is just a question of when will either side decide to go to their bench. But I feel like maybe there's an opportunity for David Havili, I think, could have a good chance of being able to score in the second half. I just got that feeling. And yeah, we will have to wait and see whether or not that will be the case. Right, hopefully this is all working well. The live stream is actually running pretty smoothly so far. Luckily, my internet has decided to stick around throughout this whole one, which is pretty awesome because of the fact that sometimes it does end up disappearing, which is very annoying indeed. But at this stage, we have got what both teams need to improve for the second. At this stage, I would say for the Wallabies, it is line-out time. They need to make sure that they're getting that one right. And for the All Blacks, it's handling errors because of the fact that they just had too many in that first half. Both sides, I will say, though, need to work on those penalties because of the fact they both gave away a lot of them in that first half. And it's one of those ones that you need to make sure that you hang on to the ball for the second half. Hopefully, and I've also got Big Car wants to know why there's 3 NZ refereeing this game, or why no other international refs, says Troy. That's a good question. Although I believe whatever they do for this first one, they actually do it for the second game as well, because I believe the original match between the All Blacks and the Wallabies last year for the Bledisloe Cup had Australian referees for the second match and New Zealand for the first one. So it's one of those ones that perhaps it will be the case of they change it for the second one. Bowden has to come on 20 minutes to end on fly half as well, says Malcy. And also we have got in there, thanks for doing this, man. This is the only way I'm going to find out the results straight away, says MB. And yeah, that's the thing. Well, I wish we were able to show footage, but I know that most of you guys who watch these ones also go over to the All Blacks YouTube channel after the matches are finished. And then it is one of those ones that you guys get the opportunity of watching the highlights of the game and talking about all of the moments that I haven't mentioned. But I'm too excited for the second half. I've hardly been able to put a sentence together at halftime, I don't think. But it is just purely because of the fact that this is going to be a good game for the second half. I am going to quickly look at the stats as well. I'm looking all over the place at the moment. I'm like a deer in the headlights. But at this stage, it seems like it's very popular for the All Blacks to win this one. Currently sitting at around 83%. We've had 470 votes on that one, and we're also sitting on 111 likes. So I do thank you all very much for that. If you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And also, let's see if we can push towards 130 likes before we get back into the second half. Let's see if we can do it. But at this stage now, they are just showing a couple of the tactics of the All Blacks in that first half. Doing decently. You should get a Kiwi Lads pin for your blazer. That would be actually very awesome. I should write that one down. I'm going to write that one down. I guess it's one of those ones. I have told you guys that any money that we make off this channel goes straight back into trying to improve the content. Like, we got the headset. I did actually already own this, but we have been investing in trying to make sure that the quality is higher. So I guess it's one of those ones. I feel like a pin could be pretty awesome on this blazer. Just up there, a TKL. And we have also got there for the All Blacks, it's going to be hard before the end of the game, says Brandon, and BKR must be punching the air right now, says Maka Polar. And also we have got great commentary there as well, says James. I feel like it was one of those ones. It started off nice from James, and then he just got very aggressive at the end, unfortunately. But yeah, thank you very, very much. I think, maybe, not too sure, but at this stage we are at halftime. Someone is getting a rub down in the background. Is it Teniala Tupou? Maybe they will unleash Tongan Thor, early on in the second half. It's going to be exciting, that is for sure. And at this stage we have got All Blacks, Aussie suck as well, Cesar Aroha. But at this stage, it could be very close in the second half. Definitely if the Wallabies can get first blood in the second half, they will be in a very good position of possibly being able to go on. Be close at the end of this one. Who knows? Maybe it could go either way at the end of this one, but I am excited for it because of the fact last time we saw it was a 16-all draw. This time we've got 16 points for the All Blacks. That would mean that they will be scoreless in the second half. So I get a free one. Hey guys, as well, says I mistake. Feel like that might have to be on the cards. Perhaps that's the thing. You guys have been requesting merchandise for a wee while now. And I want to find a way of making it so that it is going to be affordable for you guys, because I don't want it to be like super expensive. So I think it's one of those ones that the demand may have to be high so that we can produce a lot of them at the same time to make it cheaper for you guys. That's a different blow-up doll as well, says, or that's a diff blow-up doll as well, says James. Although it is an inflatable All Black. His name is Kieran, and he is, he's the number 8 for the All Blacks. Got the kit on as well for this one. I haven't got an All Blacks kit that is an actual kit. I've only got a T-shirt or like a kind of shirt thing along those lines. We have got one. Oh, no, I can't read that one. We have got there. Do you want to see Rugby League tomorrow night? As well, says Brandon. I feel like I will be watching a little bit of the NRL if it doesn't overlap with the game between Canterbury and Auckland, because that is going to be a good one. Still a close game. Anything can happen in the 40 minutes. Exactly right. This one could still go either way between these two sides, which is why I know there will be a lot of nervous Wallabies fans and also a lot of nervous All Blacks fans for this one as well. Up the ABs as well, says Cole. And also we have got in there, we have got Akira Ioane's going over the whitewash next. First blood of the second half to the All Blacks, says Sick Boy. So that is the prediction. He's going with Akira Ioane. Well, this one could be on the cards. We have to wait and see. Hopefully we do get to see a good try in the second half from someone early on, because of the fact it took a while for us to get a try in the first half. 36 minutes, Andrew Callaway, very good player, like I have mentioned, and then it was Sever Reese scoring only a few minutes later. So it's one of those ones that maybe if we get to see a try early on in the second half, who's playing as well, says James, it is the All Blacks and the Wallabies at this stage, and we have got Wallabies just need to hold the ball, says JT. Yeah, that's the thing. Handling errors for both sides was just a little bit too much, and also you've got that option of, it's one of those, it's an interesting one, because of the fact that in the second half, I mean, there were a lot of penalties, is all I'm going to say. A lot of penalties in that first half. I was trying to think of a good sentence to put together, but I couldn't because I'm too excited for the second half. And we have got, yes, merch. Maybe start with Kiwi Lads caps as well. That would be pretty cool. You're right, Amateur could go either way. ABs might win, but by a little or win by a lot as well, says the Trevor. And also we have got, by the way, where did you get the ABs balloon statue from? It's a bit of a weird story. Pretty much, we shop at New World, or we because it's our like local store that we've got, and we bought 2 just boxes of Weet-Bix, right, as you do, get in the Weet-Bix. And then they were like, hey, you've won a giant inflatable All Black, and it's supposed to be a tackling dummy, but he's only full of air, so I don't think I want to tackle him because he might pop. But it's one of those weird ones that they were just like, yeah, have one of these, and I think it's actually quite limited in terms of how many were made, so it's kind of cool that I have got him, and it suits the channel perfectly, which is why, I mean, one day maybe we'll be able to make Kiwi Lads Kieran's and pump them up. All pretty awesome commentary, bro, as well, says Roy. Thank you very much, mate. And too bad, so sad, as well, says Sitovini. And also we have got the Kiwi Lads. Oh, no, we can't make those Johnny plays and bring on Dane Cole. So he's not actually there. It is going to be Samasoni Takiaho off the bench instead. Unfortunately, that injury of Samasoni, or sorry, the sickness, I think it was, of Dane Coles, if I'm not wrong, did leave him out. Also, Scott Barrett not on the bench anymore. It is going to be Patrick Tuipulotu, who is there, my man. Kiwi Lads as well, says Billa. And welcome in as well. I want a mini-size blow-up as well, says Avi Snake. And also, awesome, bruh, says Roy and Tuipulotu to bring the physicality from the bench. And yeah, that's one thing that the All Blacks, they'll have to make sure they keep up, because Hunter Paisami is being lethal in the midfield. He is just whacking anyone that moves at the moment. Of course, they've got to have the ball at the same time, but he is just one of those players that I feel like if he stays out there for a while, I don't know, maybe he could score the first try of the second half. We'll have to wait and see. There's an option for him, Hunter Paisami, very good player, and it is going to be interesting to see whether or not he gets a chance, unless they go with Matt Tamua. But I feel like if they do that, they've got to put Matt Tamua at 12 and put Hunter Paisami at 13. I think they've got to leave him out there, because he is just one of those players who, like I mentioned, can cut a game open, like he did originally with that try of Andrew Callaway. But nonetheless, we are only moments away from the second half getting underway. If you guys are excited for it, be sure to leave a like. Also, subscribe to the channel. If you are new, it is hugely appreciated. All the support you guys have been showing on the channel. There is a lot of chat at the moment, so I do appreciate you guys all being here. We will quickly have a look before we get to halftime, or the end of halftime. We are sitting on a total of 123 likes, so we are 7 away from that 130. So I do thank you all very much for that. If you are new to the channel as well, and you do want to support us a little bit more, be sure to hit that link in the description, or sorry, it's a link in the pinned comment, and that takes you to a channel membership. And pretty much what it is $5 a month, and you get a little badge in the chat, and also access to the emojis that you do see these people using, like the Kieran emoji in there. And also there is a golden 100 that is going to be there for 24 hours because of the fact that we have been able to bring up the 100 videos, or sorry, 100 live rugby union live streams that we have done on the channel. But at this stage, they have gone with an unchanged starting lineup for the All Blacks at the stage. Well, what a first half as well, says BDV. Yeah, it's going to be close. And the second one, turn around your TV so we can watch, buddy, says James. Unfortunately, due to licensing, if I was to show any match footage or audio, they take us off pretty much straight off YouTube. And we get banned from live streaming for 3 months, which would be a very long time. We've missed the whole Rugby Championship, Bunnings NBC, and the international fixtures that are coming up. So I am sorry that I can't show it, but I will try my best to keep you guys informed. And then also after this live stream, there is going to be on the All Blacks YouTube channel, they will be uploading the highlights of this game, so you guys can see exactly what went and took place. We have got the Kieran as well, says Overstake in the chat, and also we have got Assault the Like and Sub Buttons 100 in the gold for Tesla. But now it is going to be kicked off by the All Blacks for the second half to get us back underway at Eden Park. They haven't lost to the Wallabies at Eden Park since 1980s or 1984, I think someone mentioned. So it's going to be interesting to see whether or not they can do it. It's going to be kicked off by Richie Mo'unga, taken very nicely by Andrew Callaway, trying to rip it away with Sever Reese. But the Wallabies are going to have the possession, 25 out from their own line. And at this stage, 40 down, 40 to go in this first Bledisloe Cup test match between these two sides. We're going to be back at Eden Park for the next week's match, and then you head over into Perth for the third. But that's going to be a penalty there, but not rolling away against Brodie Retallick. And surely you can smoke pot and chat at the same time, says James. I don't think YouTube would allow that too much either, to be fair. And we critique our All Blacks, but no other. But it's because we've been a benchmark for so long and high expectations as well. That is true. And yeah, at this stage, I will say one thing I've noticed throughout the Tonga, Fiji, and this game so far is the amount of penalties the All Blacks have been given away seems to be a little bit higher than they normally do. So it's one of those ones they've got to be careful in the second half to not give away too many. We see even the Brute, as some people are calling him, he was going to be playing for Southland in the Bunnings NPC. His side almost beat Otago, I saw Josh Ioane, Jonah Nariki, and also Josh Honick all injured now from that game. Jonah Nariki, perhaps season ender, but now it's going to be taken by Darcy Swain on the halfway line, going for a bit of a rolling ball, not really making any meters as it has collapsed. So they are going to be told to use it. Payanga Mosa passing it back to Harry Wilson, now gives it to McDermott, kicks it high. And it's going to be an awkward one to take. Who's going to be getting it? Sever Reese knocking it on there. And because of it, it is going to be a penalty, or just the scrum, to the Wallabies there for a double knock on. Hamish, awesome commentary so far, mate. Thank you very much, Bertie. Appreciate you being here, mate, for the 100th Rugby Union live stream that we have done on the channel, from Malaysia. 30 degrees Celsius, hot, humid, 4 p.m. That doesn't sound like a lot of fun. I mean, we are currently sitting at 4 degrees in New Zealand, but I feel like somewhere around the middle, maybe about a 15. I wouldn't complain about too much. Hey, Joe Rogan does as well, says Overstake. Oh, that is true. He does do quite a bit of that on the podcast. Joe Rogan kicks 100. And have you tried horse commentary? I have been told that maybe I should look into it. And also because of this headset, this is only a new feature of the channel. So I feel like this makes me feel like I am commentating the horse racing. And definitely because of the fast talking as well. Discipline not given penalties freely as well, says M8 Joy. And also we have got there after hours Yeet Alwakoff Kieran as well in the chat, and the 100 from Katie. But at the stage now, we're going to have a scrum reset far side. Nipolalala and James Sliver just not quite getting along in this one. Hello as well from Fish. Welcome into the live stream, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in, mate. It is hugely appreciated. Everyone being here. If you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are going to be back next week for the Bledisloe Cup match 2. And also, we're going to be back for the Bledisloe, or not, we are going to be back for the rest of the Bledisloe, but also the British and Irish Lions taking on the Springboks. That's going to be the last match that we do of just the evening. And then we're going back to possibly Bunnings NPC tomorrow, but a Bay of Plenty taking on, it will be Tasman, and then also Canterbury taking on Auckland for that one. You look legit, Hamish, says Ray Matters. Thank you very much, mate. And we have also got 100 broadcasts. I remember the first, well done, says Cotswold. And that's the thing. The first was actually the Bledisloe Cup last year, between these two sides as well. What's the 16-all draw? But surely we haven't got a draw on the cards here. Oh, rush defense there on Andrew Callaway by Leonard Brown, and it was a great tackle there. And the All Blacks going for the counter ruck now, but they have been able to protect this one here. The Wallabies going back across field. Darcy Swain gives it back to Hunter by Sami White. Ball out to Paianga Mosa, and he's trying to drive his way forward. He is going to be dragged down there. All Severeit's almost able to turn it over in the breakdown. I think he almost has here, and it's going to be a counter ruck from the All Blacks, but they weren't quite able to get that one there. 40 metres out now. It's going to be Darcy Swain. Beautiful ball to Alan Alatoa. Offloads it back to McDermott now. And he is going to be kicking it downfield, kicking it into touch as well. It's not a 50-22, but it is going to be a good kick from Tate McDermott. We have got in there. The haka was like some ancient voodoo that cursed the Wallabies for the next 80 minutes as well, says Archangel. And also we have got the All Blacks should win, says Algernon. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. And yeah, at this stage, they haven't lost at Eden Park in a very long time, since I can't even remember the date, 1994, I think it was. So it is a very long time before I was born as well. I've noticed the All Blacks is trying to rush defence. It seems like the centres are definitely rushing up for both sides. Oh, well done from Brodie Retallick there to claim the ball for the All Blacks. Now it's going to be Akira Ioane, who has got this one only 10 metres out from the All Blacks line. And by the looks of it, Aaron Smith passing it across field to Whitelock, creating the angle once again for the kick, either for himself or possibly for Richie Mo'unga by the looks of it. Going back now, Richie Mo'unga, they're going to counter here, and he offloads it to Leonard Brown now, and McKenzie with the white ball gives it to Rieko Ioane, who is charging up the middle of the field, taken by Smith. Beautiful hands, flat ball, debatably maybe forward to Brodie Retallick, gives it to Havili. They've got men on the outside. Savia going, and it's going to be Severeis on the inside. Was he blocked? That's the question, and was it a flat pass, possibly forward to Retallick from Aaron Smith? We're going to have to go back and have a look at it. I think it looks like you just won the lotto as well. And I mean, these fans at Eden Park, they have erupted there for that try. We're going to have a look at it. Yes, also says MH Joy. And also we have got 1986 the last time Wallabies won at Eden Park. Incredible, says Rio Gamer as well. And we have got, a try. And also he will go all the way sensational. It was Richie Mo'unga, only a metre out from the line. Then from there, McKenzie went on the outside. Rieko Ioane. Then from there, it was a ball to Aaron Smith. What's this one forward? It's flat, but I don't think they're looking at it. So it will be fine, I guess. And then from there, it was just out the back line. Then Artie Savia gave it to Severeis, and he was able to pick up his second try of this one. There's a double blow of the whistle here. So they're possibly checking for the 4 pass, and then they're possibly checking for obstruction, I believe, for Andrew Callaway to try and get that last one. So we're not adding the points to the board yet. They have already, at this stage, 21-8, but we will have to wait and see. Try from David, and also tries from Katie as well, the way, or he will go all the way sensational as well. That was nice, says Ray Mantis. At this stage now, 45 minutes into this one, they're going to have a check at a couple. Your blood looks like. Okay, they're checking this potential 4 parts from Aaron Smith here. It's marginal, is the comment from Ian Smith. I think it might be called forward here. I might have called it on the spot, but now at this stage, we're going to get to see it from Aaron Smith. That's forward. That's a no try. That is going to be no try to the All Blacks, I would think, at this stage. Reece going to get another hat-trick this game as well. Reece, great player as well, says MH Joy. I like very nice as well. Says Obi. Forward out of the hands, and it is a no try. So Severeis not adding his name to the try scorers sheet. I feel bad because I actually said that one at the time, that it was possibly forward. And they've gone right back, yes, boy, as Justin Marshall would say. As well, says Mel C. And we have got Boomfa for the channel members that are available in the chat as well to be able to use. Of course, that is paying homage to Justin Marshall. But then from there, they were also going to be checking whether or not Severeis, maybe Callaway was blocked. I don't think it would have made a difference. So she will receive as well. And also we have got what says Ray Mantis, and also we have got no try in the chat from Melcy as well. AB's got to work harder, says MH Joy. That was a good move though. From only a metre out from their own line, they were able to go all the way the length of the field. But now it's going to be a scrum on the halfway line. The refs are having an off game as well, says James. But at this stage now, it is going to be an opportunity for the Wallabies to possibly get the first blood in the second half. 46 minutes in at the moment. And now McDermott will be spinning the scrum feed. Fair call from the ref, says Archangel. As well, Yenabra, as well, says Ray Mantis. And at this stage now, it is going to be the scrum feed for the Wallabies. So that could be a big moment in the game, but it is one of those ones that it's going to be interesting. Free kick here for the Wallabies at scrum time. For Pete's sake as well, says Katie, and yes, fair call, says MH Joy as well. But now it was just going a little bit too early is the call, and they have gone for another scrum here, the Wallabies. So 47 minutes into this match, and we've had a lot of penalties so far, a lot of handling errors from both sides as well. But it's one of those ones. I feel like the next match, we are going to get to see a lot of points on the board. I said that the second half was going to have more points than the first, so we're going to need a few more tries. But do let me know in the chat, while we have got the scrum reset, who is scoring the first try in terms of the exact player you guys think it is going to be. I'm going to say it's going to be David Havili for the, I'm going to go David Havili for the All Blacks. And we have got, if Australia lose the Bledisloe Cup again this year, at least we have much better, in the Olympics, 44 medals so far. We've been doing incredibly well at the Olympics, that is for sure. And we have got only Crusaders can get away with 4 passes. Can I get an amen, says Archangel. That's a penalty, and it is a straight penalty here for the Wallabies, for the front row going down, losing their footing. So it does now mean that the Wallabies from 50 out, I think they will be kicking for the corner here. The Australian scrum looks half looks creepy, as well, says Fish. And I believe it is Tate McDermott, if I'm not wrong. And I've also got, I've got a similar, does he have a mustache, Tate McDermott? Oh, they're taking on the shot from 50 out here. Noel Alessio, he wasn't really striking them too well in the first part of the first half, only getting 1 from 3, but he's taking it on now. McKenzie, says Leonard, that is a good shout as well for Damian McKenzie. And also we have got the in the chat, are you doing the Lions Springboks game later tonight? I am indeed. I am going to be getting up in the middle of the night for that one so that we can see the final match between those two sides. And it should be a very, very good matchup. And we will get to see who wins the British and Irish Lions Tour of South Africa. We have got, I said, Reese or Havili. See if we've got this. I think it's Davis' turn to get the ball over the line, says Sebastian. But now they are going to be holding this ball still here. Rob Valentini, almost the first time he's touched the ball today, and he is holding it on the tee for Noel Alessio, who's currently sitting 1 from 3. The longest kick by about 18 meters so far for him. Shout out, please, says Real User. Welcome into the live stream, mate. And also Chuckabee says, Ted, and get this guy in the commentary box. Says, thank you very much. Do appreciate you all being here. If you're new to the channel, be sure to leave a like on the channel and subscribe. Noel Alessio, this kick needs to go over. And we always got back it up as well, says Ted. And this guy's going to miss, says Fish. At this stage, straight out in front, he just needs the accuracy. A little bit of wind there, 26 kilometers an hour, I believe it is. Lining it up here, can he get the distance? That's a question. He hasn't got the accuracy, Noel Alessio. And it does mean now it's going to be 1 from 4 for that man. I feel like that was the opportunity to kick for the corner there for the Wallabies. Time for a Bucky as well, says Ray Manted. Also, we have got Alessio, my brother, and also it's Gangster My G, says Gangster My G. And welcome in, and Ray have 3. And also, I still want Oz to win at Eden Park. Must be nice at breaking the records as well. Hamish is destined to be famous sports commentator as well, says Katie. And shout out, please, my leg, says Real User. Welcome in to the live stream once again, mate. And now it's going to be taken very nicely by Andrew Callaway off the 22. Dalton Pavali wrestles him to the ground, but 40 meters out now for the Wallabies once again. And I am seeing that neither side have made any subs yet, I don't believe. But once they do, I'm sure that this game will start cutting open with the tired legs. It's going to be now Ikatau offload on the outside to Callaway. He has broken the tackle, but he is going to be tackled by Aaron Smith now. And the Wallabies slowly creeping their way forward. Nice inside ball from Paianga. Mosa gets it to McDermott now. Oh, it's going to be held up by Dalton Bubbly. He seems to have his number so far throughout this match. Dalton Bubbly going short side. Michael Hooper quick cancelling. Ikatau set up by that man. And at the stage, very close to the far side. And they are going to be making their way back across field. Alatoa, once again, I added too many L's in that one, but they are going short side once again. It's going to be a pass to Michael Hooper now driving towards the 22. Severeese straight in there, trying to intercept it, not able to. And now at the stage, the Wallabies, after 8 phases, building very nicely here on attack. It's going to be going back now, looking like the backline movement could be on. Oh, it's a nice spin from James Slipper, but he is going to be dragged down by Whitelock or Kiriyoani. And also Savia, both right there at the breakdown. Paisami with the white ball interception. And it's going to be Richie Moonga. And no one is going to be catching that man. Tom Banks is going to try, but it is a mistake from the Wallabies. And Richie Moonga strikes. And that is the try for the first start, or the first try of the second half, I should say. The All Blacks have scored. It should be an easy kick as well for Richie Moonga to convert his own one. I will get rid of halftime from the board as well, but there is a little bit of Moonga magic in the air. That was a beautiful interception there. Wide ball from Paisami, not taken by Jordan Pataya. And then Richie Moonga, pure pace from that man. Tom Banks, very good chase, but in the end, just not quite able to stop him. It was such a risky pass from Hunter Paisami there, just throwing it wide. He's had such a good game as well, but unfortunately, one of his first mistakes of this game is going to lead to the first try of the second half for the ABs, and it was Richie Moong who was able to score it so far. 2 Crusaders scoring for the All Blacks, and tell you what, at this stage, the chat is going absolutely crazy at this stage. So thank you all very much for tuning in. If you are new to the channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. That one has gone over, so the score now after 52 minutes is going to be 23 to the All Blacks and 8 to the Wallabies. Yes, bro, as well. Just above the lips as well, says Ted. How's that young fuzzy as well? I assume that is this part. If I'm not wrong, Vic Boy, you're starting something like that as well, says Ted. And also we have got there, say my name please, says the real user. And we have also got there, Wallabies winger should have had his eyes on the opposition man as well, says Archangel. Also, let's go, Bar, as well, says Ted. But at this stage now, it is going to be once again a super sub, perhaps. Tongan Thor making his way out there. It is going to be Taniela Tupou getting a chance here. He's going to be replacing Alan Alatoa in this one. So now the All Blacks have claimed this one, and it's going to be a penalty straight away to the Wallabies. Straight down off the field. I believe it was Cody Taylor who ended up giving away that penalty. I'm wondering how far away Samasoni Takiaho could be in this one as well. We have also got there, say his name as well. We have also got Kiwi AB listening from Kansas, USA as well. What time is it in the USA? Do let me know. And chugging a few San Miguel's under a coconut tree in the Western Pacific. Oh, yeah, baby, says Aaron. And at this stage now, they are going to be going for the corner. Melcy, I said your live stream is great. Thank you very much. Do appreciate that. And yeah, anyone who is new, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, be sure to leave a like on the channel, or just on this live stream, I should say. If you are new at this stage, we are sitting on a total of 136. Let's see if we can push towards 150 by the time we get the next try in this match. Are we allowed over to your place to party whilst you commentate, says James? I feel like it may be a little bit distracting, possibly in the background. But yeah, at this stage, that is one thing I kind of want to do, though, one day, is to kind of go to a game with a lot of you guys who are normally in the chat. Would be pretty awesome. And we have got the score. The spread widens for Wallabies to chase. Says MH Troy, and at this stage now they're going to have the rolling maul going. They need to score off this or very soon for the Wallabies. Paianga Moses got the All Blacks defending it very well. They have been told to use it once, and it is still going backwards from the All Blacks. It's going to be passed back now. Tate McDermott looking like he's going to be finding first receiver. Paisami running straight at David Avili, and it has been ripped away there by Leonard Brown, though. And the All Blacks have got the counter-attack on once again. They've got the back line, they've got the men, and it is going to be Rieko Ioane passing it out. Damian McKenzie does defend, and he's broken the tackle with Pataya stepping on the inside here. Damian McKenzie running around all his players as well, but great low tackle from Harry Wilson there to slow him down. Currently 30 up from their own line. Whitelock goes back to Moonga, the try scorer, gives it to Havili, his Crusaders teammate. Trying to pierce the gap, but he is going to be dragged down by Salakai Lotto. Around the side now, Akira Ioane trying to shunt off the tackle. He's going to be driven down by Rob Valentini once again. And at this stage now for the All Blacks, they're trying to find that gap there. It gives them another opportunity of being able to draw a try. But that was a great tackle from Michael Hooper on Rieko Ioane there. Still only 30 metres out from the run line. Tawanuki Afi getting his first carry of the match. 7 phases in now. It's going to be Retallick stepping on the inside. Tackled by Valentini, finding the offload though to Leonard Brown, just standing all over the guys on the ground at this stage. And it looks like the ball has popped out, but it's going to be in the hands of Retallick, or is it? Little knock on from the All Blacks there. So now it's going to be a scrum feed for it will be the Wallabies. And we have got a fly all the way from Albuquerque, New Mexico, just to watch the AB's match with the Kiwi lads. As well, says Katie. And that would be very awesome indeed. And who is the most of the ball in territory, says Melcy. While we are waiting for the scrum feed, we will get those stats up for you guys. I believe, if I'm not wrong, these stats sometimes are a little bit off, but at this stage it says 51% for the All Blacks in this match and 51% territory as well. So far in the second half, though, 64% possession for the Wallabies and 69% for the possession. So they've had all the ball in the second half here, the Wallabies, and they will be hoping to find their way of it being able to build towards possibly getting themselves some points for that amount of ball. We have got there. New Mexico is very far away, says Fish. It is indeed. And rough evening for Noah Lolesco. 1 from 4 calls for that George. Not impressed emoji. Yeah, I need to work on that. We did the golden 100 for this one, but we have got one of George and also a Billy emoji coming very soon as well. OMG, guys, says Jack. Welcome and take Retallick out, says Stanley as well. Kieran reminds me of Pine Tree. He does indeed. I think someone's actually said that in the past, that he does look a lot like, look a lot like Pine Tree, but it's one of those ones. I feel like he's only Kieran because he's the number 8, so perhaps he is one of those guys who used to play 8 that I haven't been mentioning. I'm watching from Portugal, says Sophia, so welcome in to this one as well. More stat, and what's the weather doing tomorrow, says James. The weather doing tomorrow? I'm not too sure what the weather's doing tomorrow. I know that it's going to be cold here. We have had a bit of rain, but I am not near the ground, and that's going to be a penalty here for the All Blacks, I believe. Yes, it is. It's going to be the penalty, and it's against Taniela Tupou. I need to go to hospital now. See you soon, says Jack. Hopefully, everyone, or you are all right. I sucked the ink out of a pen. My tongue is fully blue, says Jack. Is that like a gel pen? I remember someone did that at school and had to get their mouth like fully washed out. So hopefully you will be all right, Jack. But yeah, wouldn't be sucking on pens. that is not a good idea because of the fact that that could happen. Is it going to snow, or is it going to snow? Sorry, from Fish. And at this stage here where I live, we don't really get snow. We probably get snow maybe once every 7 years or so, maybe. Now it's going to be Rieko Ioane driving hard at the line here for the All Blacks once again in possession. Aaron Smith goes back now to the hands of Akira Ioane. Trying to drive forward, but he is going to be tackled once again just outside of the 22. Adi Savia now driving with the legs. He's going to be held up, though, by Rob Valentini. That is a battle and a half for him to almost be able to hold him up there. Now it's going to be Retallick trying to pierce the gap, the big man, but he has been tackled, and Paianga Moses straight on the ball, but not quite able to get it. Rishi Moonga goes back now. Cody Taylor offload to Arvili. Quick hands from McKenzie. Beautifully done to Leonard Brown, and he is going to be driving for 15 out now for the All Blacks, and they are still on hot attack. It's going to be 5 phases now for them. Cody Taylor trying to drive forward, but he is going to be tackled. They've got the advantage as well now. Aaron Smith passes it off to Whitelock, the captain. But he is going to be tackled by his opposite number, and Paianga Mosa. Round the side here, Akira Ioane, 5 metres short now for the All Blacks. And Aaron Smith just picking the pass. He goes wide. David Arvili with the step. He's stepping all over the place. He's got the ball on the line. And David Arvili has scored the try for the All Blacks. And what a try it was as well. I tell you what, he had to reach out to get to the line, David Arvili, but now this game is starting to become possibly a one-horse race in the second half. David Arvili able to score the try, puts the shark fin up, of course, a Tasman representative. And once again, another Crusader scoring the try. And unfortunately, I was just one try off. I said that it would be David Arvili scoring the first try of the second half. It was the second, but these hands from the All Blacks backs were just phenomenal. Just the quick hands out the back line. And then from there, it was a couple metres short. Akira Ioane, beautiful wide ball from the 100 cap man Aaron Smith for this one. And David Arvili puts the ball down on the line, and he does score the try for the All Blacks. And now the Wallabies, they're going to have to make up a lot of points in this one, that is for sure. At this stage, I will read the chat in a very short moment. I am just seeing exactly what minute that try was scored for David Arvili. Is it going to be all Crusaders scoring in this match? We will have to wait and see. But of course, we got a couple Barretts coming off the bench for the All Blacks. So maybe one of those two will get a chance of being able to score. Of course, the one Barrett from the Crusaders, Scott Barrett, has been taken out of this match due to illness. So it does mean that it is going to be in that situation of Patrick Tuipulotu, who will be replacing them. You should do this for radio as well, says Suru. That would be kind of cool if I could find a way of doing it. But then I also love the fact that I am able to communicate with you guys throughout the matches as well. Like being able to talk about the game and also talking to you guys in the chat is just absolutely awesome. And we've done it for 100 international, or not international, but 100 matches. This is our 100th, which is why we have got that golden 100 as an emoji for those channel members. If you do want to become a channel member, the link is in the pinned comment of the chat. But now it's going to be Richie Moonga from close to the sideline. Hasn't got that one. So the score will remain with 20 minutes left in this match. 28 to the All Blacks and 8 to the Wallabies. We have Scott there. Hi, Sophia. What's the weather in Portugal as well? Says Matt Shaw. And watching from Canada, says Ed. So welcome in, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. And at this stage, there are a lot of people in the chat. I do appreciate every single one of you being here. All Blacks winner as well. Says shout out. I believe you were actually the shout out from earlier on, if I'm not wrong as well. You should be the TV1 news anchor. It'll be all over in 5 minutes as well, says James. And also we have got there AB's dominate second half. Says so yeah, so far they haven't had the most of the possession or the territory in the second half, but they have certainly had the most of the points. So happy for Havili as well. Says Centrist, yeah. It's a pretty awesome journey that he's had from, or I guess there are a lot of downs in it as well, but to be able to transfer from being a fullback going, you know what, I may not get selected for the All Blacks, I'll try myself at centre, and then to now be for the All Blacks and scoring a try is absolutely phenomenal from the man. Now it's going to be Taniela Tupou, goes back to Lolisio, gets it to Fraser McWright, who is now out on the field. Believe that may have been replacing Rob Valentino. I also see Angus Bell in the background, and that's going to be a penalty here for the Wallabies. I'm watching from the toilet, says Jason. Also, why don't the Aussies just spam B to heavy bind? Says Fish. That is a good point. Also, spam X for the contesting and the breakdowns is a good way to do it as well. But now it's going to be Hunter by Sami, trying to drive forward, drop the ball though. And unfortunately for him, the second half has not gone his way. We haven't got Chien. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Cheyenne. I'm not too sure whether I've got that right, but he is from, or she is from Ireland. So thank you very much for tuning in. It is hugely appreciated. We've had people from all around the world for this live stream, which just is absolutely awesome. They are going to be talking to Tom right now. Of course, he is not there for this game, but he would have loved to be out on the field. Of course, with Marika Korombeti getting suspended, I'm wondering how long it's going to be. Maybe it will be a little bit longer than the 1 week. We will have to wait and see. But at this stage, they are missing him out there. But Andrew Callaway has been slotted into that number 11 role very well throughout this match. And we have got, if the final whistle blows now, my prediction was pretty close. It's looking like an AB's 50-pointer. I was expecting them to dominate at Eden Park. And also we have got in there, pronounced Cheyenne as well. Thank you very much for the tip, because I feel like I was what did I say? Cheyenne or something. But Cheyenne, thank you very much. Sorry about absolutely butchering your name there. I'll wait till the Aussies put out there for 501s as well. Says James now it's going to be off the back. It goes Aaron Smith, goes it to Harvey now. Stepping around the tackle with Mick Wright. He has offloaded it to Leonard Brown, the centres for the All Blacks. Linking up very nicely. And Mick Wright once again getting into the breakdown. I think that's going to be no. Darcy Swain trying to get that ball, not quite able to do it legally though. And we have what's got there. James Ogden, come on, England isn't that bad as well, says Scott Swilled. And at this stage, my prediction was 15 or 10 to 15 in the All Blacks' favour. So I feel like at this stage, we need to see possibly, we need to see another try for the Wallabies for that to be the case. But at this stage, the All Blacks are pouring on the pressure late in this one. They are showing Richie Mo'unga, and he has been playing extremely well. Richie Mo'unga deserves that 10 spot, but Barrett can slowly fade away at the back as well. And I mean, having Beauden Barrett to come off the bench is extremely dangerous as well. Samisoni Taukei'aho in jersey number 26 did end up replacing Dane Coles late due to sickness or injury, I believe it was. Scott Barrett was sickness, but I'm not sure about Dane Coles. But Samisoni Taukei'aho on debut for the All Blacks, he was able to pick up the 2 tries. This is his second match. Straight away, he's been given the ball, and he has to try and make this one go straight. Also, Geordie Barrett on the field for Sevu Reece. So perhaps either they have a little bit of a reshuffle, or maybe Geordie Barrett slots in that right wing position. We know that Ian Foster has done that in the past a little bit in terms of possibly putting him there, but now it's going to be the hands of Sam Whitelock, gives it to Dalton Papali'i. So it's a good line out throw from Samisoni Taukei'aho to start us off. It's going to be David Havili offloading out the back. Mo'unga now is on the 22. Big hit on him by Lena Katau, and it was almost stolen by the Wallabies. It almost, if they got it, no, it is Samisoni Taukei'aho crawling forward there for the All Blacks, and they are going to be only 15 minutes short. It's going to be Retallick now with a beautiful step for a big man. And at this stage, 10 out is going to be Savi around the side, dragged down by Angus Bell. They're getting close to the line now. But straight there, Michael Hooper. Did he get this ball back for the Wallabies? No, it is still on the side of the All Blacks, and they are going to be 5 out. Damian McKenzie wants a short side. They have got numbers here. It's going to be Leonard Brown not able to link up with Rieko Ioane on the outside now. Only 5 meters short. They are going to be going back across to the right-hand side. Dalton Papali'i tackled low by Angus Bell, but he is going again, Dalton. And now Fraser McRae trying to get on that ball. It's going to be an advantage as well. Not rolling away is the call. Aaron Smith gives it to Akira Ioane with the leg drive. Inches from the line now. Once again, are the All Blacks. It looks like Angus Tavo is going to give himself a backing. No, they're going short side. Damian McKenzie has scored a try for the All Blacks, and it is another one in the second half. Now, Damian McKenzie scoring it out wide, and he has got himself one. So that is the first Crusaders player, or the first non-Crusaders player for the All Blacks who has been able to score it. He scored it in the 64th minute as well, Damian McKenzie. And at this stage, the All Blacks looking like they're really starting to extend that lead, that is for sure. It was Brodie Retallick breaking through the tackles originally with a big step, and then from there, it was just all ABs out wide. And it was Damian McKenzie who was able to score it. So far, 3 tries in the second half for the All Blacks. Damian McKenzie saw the space, told Aaron Smith to go short side, and then from there they were able to put it down. Once again, we have got tries in the chat from Rio Game, and also we have got there this day and era. It's Richie Mo'unga. He brings unique talent in as well. Says Orion, Damien, smile, bro, smile. Says was Dylan, and also we have got nice boys, good stuff from Mulsey. But I was about to mention about Ian Foster, because of the fact he loves himself at Barrett. He missed one of his Barretts out because Scott Barrett is sick for this one, but they have still got Beauden Barrett on the bench. And I love bringing this out because it is Ian Foster on a stick, but he will possibly be holding off bringing out Beauden Barrett for a little bit longer because Richie Mo'unga currently sitting 5 from 5. Beauden Barrett's on the field, ladies and gentlemen. He's just made his way out there. So that means, wait. Does that mean Richie Mo'unga is going to stay out there? He's just missed a kick as well. Unfortunately, he's actually sitting 5 from 6, I think it was, but now it is 5 from 7. But that is now going to be McKenzie scoring the try in the 64th. I think at this stage, they are actually going to be, who do they take off the field? Can they bring out Beauden Barrett before Richie Mo'unga has gone off the field? Are they going to put Beauden Barrett at fullback? Who is going to be where? That is my big question. Okay, Richie Mo'unga is going off the field. I chose the worst time to bring that out. That is for sure. That is going to be taken by Akira Ioane off kickoff, and Dalton Papali'i is, I believe, still out on the field there. So they haven't made a loose forward change yet by the looks of it, but they have brought on Matt Tamua for Hunter Paisami there. Fraser McRae, that's going to be a penalty. Oh, it's to the Wallabies for the player rolling away, luckily. So Fraser McRae wins that one there for the Wallabies. We have also got home for subs now. Says it, Melcy, and love these reports and chats all the way from Inverness, Scotland as well. So welcome in to the live stream, mate. Appreciate you being here. Also, we have got there, yes, Beauden Barrett as well. What a try, says Bertie V. Yeah, D-Mac is certainly an asset to have in that number 15 jersey. They have got Geordie Barrett out there as well, and Beauden Barrett. I guess you could say they've got a huge amount of fellas who could be playing fullback for this game, but Beauden Barrett said he wants 10, so that is where he is getting, and he's got 14 minutes to see what he can do. But now it's going to be Paenga-Amosa, 10 metres out from the All Blacks 9 now for the Wallabies. What can they do in the situation? Going to be a straight throw, goes straight into the hands now of Matt Phillips. It's in the hands of Fraser McRae at the back of this rolling ball. Paenga-Amosa looks like he is going to be receiving this one. They've got the advantage as well. So this is going to be very dangerous for the Wallabies here. They are going forward. They are bursting forward. But where is the ball? No one knows. It's Paenga-Amosa who has got this one. He's only going to be about 2 meters short now. Michael Hooper going around the side, trying to go over the top. Did he get it down? I think he is going to be just short of the line. So he is going to have to pass it back. Who wants it? Who are they going to be giving it to? Surely you're lining up either Valetini or Tongan Thoya. He's gone himself there. No, he's offloaded it out the back, and it's going to be Noel Alessio. Oh, he didn't tell him that he was passing it to him, though, there. And it's a loose ball, but it's going to be a penalty to the Wallabies. Well done, Richie. Always a pleasure to watch you, says Dylan. And also, we have got in there, Richie is off the field. This man did his job well today, says Sebastian. He did indeed. Moonga Magic was running wild out on that field, that is for sure. But at this stage, 13 penalties against the Crusaders. Oh, I almost called them Crusaders, the All Blacks. And this one, AB's 40, Aussie 15 as well, says Coach Ifang. And Oof Australia in the chat. And BTV, much love, brother. We're back in the Springboks. Hope you have a good day. And don't think too much about the game as well. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the game that is going to be taking place later on. But by the sounds of it, Kira Ioane, he's going off the field for Luke Jacobson now. My voice is trying to escape, but luckily it is sticking around for a little bit longer. Far too much whistle as well, says Brett. Yeah, we've had a total of, I believe it is 21 penalties in this match so far. Alongside him, it may be around 10 handling errors. But now it's going to be Fraser McRae at the back of the rolling ball here for the Wallabies. And it is looking dangerous once again, trying to go forward, but it has gone down. So now because of it, it is going to be an opportunity to go short side. It's in the hands now of Matt Tamua, getting close to the line, but Rieko Ioane trying to get on that ball. Who is going to be able to take this one over the line for the Wallabies? Won't quite get them back into the match, but they will be able to get possibly one or two more in this last 12 minutes. Going to be once again looking like it is going to be going back. Oh, it's a counter ruck here, but it's going to be bouncing up now. Giving it into the hands of Jordan Patai, selling a dummy, driving himself here. And they are still going to be 5 meters short here. The Wallabies, the All Blacks need to make sure they don't give away any more penalties. Now it's going to be Michael Hooper driving at the line now. Going to be held up. No, he has been told to release him. They haven't released him too much, and it's going to be an advantage now because of it. Matt Phillip close to the line, breaking off. Only a metre short, Taniela Tupou. Is he going to be calling for it here, the big man? No, they go wider. It's going to be now a great tackle on Matt Tamua, a metre short. Do they give it? They've given it to Paenga-Amosa. He's close to the line, and he is searching for it. Taniela Tupou, by the looks of it. Is he close? He's very close, but they're going to be short here once again for the Wallabies. Another advantage out the back line now. Noel Alessio gives it to Tamua, and Tom Banks scores a try for the Wallabies. Great attack from the men in the green and the gold, and they have been rewarded with their first try of the second half, and it was Tom Banks. And this could be a yellow card for one of the All Blacks players by the sounds of it, with how many whistles it was in a row. There's about 13 penalties already blown against the All Blacks. There's plenty more advantages as well. He has been told that they need to tidy up down to the end of the field. Sam Whitelock goes, yeah, mate, good. At this stage, Tom Banks adds that one to his scoring sheet. And that was very nicely done indeed by the Wallabies. But Matt Tamua already having a huge impact since coming off the bench here. Just chooses the perfect time to pass. Damian McKenzie lured in, and then Tom Banks. No option for Damian McKenzie there but to watch him slide over his opposite number. I spoke too soon as well. And we have also got their Common Boy strong defence. Show them as well, said Dylan. And also we have got a left end came back. And the All Blacks is winning. They are indeed. How much time left? We have still got 10 minutes left in this matchup. And try for the Wallabies. And I left and came back. And the All Blacks is winning as well, says Lockie. Yeah, at this stage, seems like Tom Banks got one. Didn't expect that as well, says Sebastian. I mean, he makes plenty of meters for the Brumbies throughout Super Rugby Trans-Tasman, so I assume that maybe he would be able to pick himself up at least maybe one in this series. So he's already got one now, so maybe he can build from there, but it is going to be now Noel Alessio. He's currently sitting 1 from 4. Not having the best day off the boot, but he will be hoping this one will be going straight down the middle for him. Of course, Matt Tamua can kick as well, but they have decided to leave it with Alessio. Next week will be great. Will indeed, and we have got, let's be honest, ABs will be challenged when they take on all the Māori All Blacks, I believe that is. You have said that one has not gone over for Noel Alessio. You've got to feel bad for the man. 1 from 5 at the moment. Tom Banks able to get that one, but not converted by Noel Alessio in the number 10 jersey. What a try from the ref as well, says Billy John. And also we need 4 points on the board, then I will be satisfied. And also, we have got great commentary. By the way, you're a natural, says Ian. Thank you very much, mate. Hugely appreciated you guys all being here. Anyone who was wondering why I'm wearing a suit, it's because of the fact this is our 100th Rugby Union live commentary that we have done on the channel in only 9 months since starting. Our first ever international fixture was the first Bledisloe Cup match of last year. So we have come a long way in 9 months, that is for sure. Now Tom Banks making a lot of meters up the middle of the field. Great low tackle from Leonard Brown, though. Short side, Gordon is out on the field. Now it's going to be in the hands of Ekatau. Trying to step, not able to find the offload to Reece Hodge, who is also out on the field now. Going to be Matt Phillip, fires it back to Bledisloe. Gives it now to Angus Bell, driven backwards in the tackle by Jacobson, but finds the offload. Hooper has Valentini on the outside, who's going to put it on the boot. The left kick in behind, going for a bit of a 50-22, and he might almost get it. No, not quite. D-Mac has covered that one nicely, and Bowden Barrett is going to be forced to clear it. Great charge down from Rob Valentini. That man can do it all at the moment, except score a try. That is coming very soon for him, perhaps. So we have what's got there, break over. ABs have it as well, says Dylan. Sorry, that was from Ian. And also we have got go the still mighty All Blacks, and a big congratulations from the 100 games from a fellow Kiwi in lockdown in Brizzy as well, says Cindy. And yeah, Aaron Smith now, he has also hit the 100 matches for the All Blacks, getting a moment there. The crowd have erupted there for Aaron Smith. He has been playing for the All Blacks for a very long time, and also for the Highlanders. He has been loyal to them throughout, and you can see how much it means to him. Richie Moonga on the sideline, Akira Ioane, Cody Taylor, everyone giving him the handshake because of the fact that he has been around for a very long time, and he still seems like he will be wanting to be around for till the World Cup, perhaps, with Brad Weber now out on the field as well. Jacobson driving at the line here and making meters. That man makes meters for fun as well. And that number 20 jersey for this matchup, replacing Akira Ioane. Going to be taken nicely there by Callaway. Passes it too high, though, over the top. Awkward bouncing ball for Reece Hodge. Caught on the halfway line by David Arvili. Straight on the ball there. Artie Savi, has he got it? He's trying his best. No, not able to. And at the end, it was very close, but now it's going to be Jake Gordon. Short side opportunity. Lolesio gives it now to Hooper. Quick hands. Almost. That was a fancy pass from Rob Valentini, even though he didn't mean it. He pretty much dropped the ball, but it went straight over his head and went to the next receiver. A little knock on there from the Wallabies. And now it will be a scrum feed for the All Blacks. We have what's got there is the Barrett show now, as well, says Arai. And I know that Scott Barrett would have absolutely loved to be able to get an opportunity out there, but unfortunately for him, ended up getting injured, or not injured. He ended up being sick before this game, so it does now mean that Tui Pelotu is going to be the man who is out on the field instead. I remember that Argentina thrashing stream. I was on my old account then as well, says Fish. And also we have got there, go All Blacks, says Selman. And also, hey, what, we've got a lot of people in the chat, and I do appreciate every single one of you. If you haven't already, be sure to leave a like on this live stream. Let's see how many we are sitting on. We're on 158. Can we somehow push towards 200 by the end of this one? We have 7 minutes left. It's going to be tough to do, but yeah, let's see if we can do it. Also, anyone who is wondering how you get those special emojis in the chat, it is a channel membership. It is $5 New Zealand dollars a month, and it gives you access to all of the emojis and also exclusive live streams that we will be doing on the channel. But that is only optional if you do want to do that. That is completely fine if you do not. But now it is going to be a scrum feed for the All Blacks. It's going to be the penalty to the Wallabies, and the super subs of Angus Bell and Daniela Tupou in the front row, I feel, really helped them push there. And we have also got most halfbacks. Caps, Ben Young's 111, Smith 100. As well as Marco Votopolowy. And also we have got in there, what's the worst thing about being bitten by a poisonous spider? You're probably Australian, says Obi Snake. As well, we're very lucky not to have those big spiders here, I have to say. Like, as soon as you see a spider on the wall, and then, like, me and George had it on one of our videos. Can't remember what one it was, but there was a spider by this picture frame, and we looked at it, and we turned away, and then we looked back, and it was gone. And then, like, a minute later, we checked behind the picture frame, and it wasn't there, and we still don't know where that spider is. Probably living a very happy life at the moment. Who knows? But now at this stage, Matt Phillip claiming that one off the line out. Rob Valentini driving at Papali'i, making another tackle there, but Savasoti Takiao trying to get over the ball. Not quite able to. Low ball from Gordon. Great hands from Matt Tamor, though. And he has had an incredible impact off the bench so far for the Wallabies. Lolesio, little kick behind. Tom Banks going to be chasing this one. This is open space. Tom Banks knocks it forward. He's missed the ball, has he? Or did he get it? He got it. Tom Banks, and he scored a second of the match now. He is on fire. $5 a month. That's a good deal. Is breakfast included? Says James. Unfortunately not. We aren't able to send you all breakfast, but that's going to be a nice little reward for Tom Banks. Able to get 2 tries now in this match. I'm not going to put the points on the board yet for the kick because of the fact that Noel Alesio's 1 from 5. A little grubber in behind from Noel Alesio. That was a good kick. And then Tom Banks knocking it forward. And then not knocking it forward with the boot. And then scoring the try. Sounded like he may have knocked it on there, but no. He did not there, Tom Banks, scoring 2 tries within 5 minutes of each other looking very impressive at the closing stages of this match. The Wallabies trying to fight back here, and the difference is 15 at this stage. I did predict 10 to 15 at the start of this match, so hopefully that will be the case, but we have got there. The record stays intact, and also we have got in there Go Oz says it is such, and also someone put orange socks in the Wallabies washing machine. Their jerseys used to be yellow. Yeah, it's kind of changed a little bit since the Cadbury sponsorship. It has gone to more of that darker yellow more the kind of light orange, dark yellow type arrangement, but now it is going to be kicked, and he's missed it again, unfortunately, Noel Alicio. So that is going to be 1 from 6. Oh, what would the score be if he has kicked all of the conversions? I don't even want to think about it because I feel like it is going to be bad for him. I actually awarded him the point, so I am going to go back to 18. My mistake there. There we go. It is going to be 18 to the Wallabies and 33 to the All Blacks now. So the Wallabies actually having the better of the second part of the second half. Bowen Barrett kicking this one off. We are 76 minutes into this match, and we only have a total of 4 to go. It is going to be taken nicely by Callaway, who is getting wrestled. He has got the knee down, so they have to release him here. Luke Jacobson has not, and it's a penalty against him. Because of it, we will lose as well. I feel bad for Lolicio. Says Fish, yeah, I have felt bad. Anytime you see someone missing, like, it's one of those ones, you know that they don't mean to do it, but it can be match-winning or match-losing situations. We saw it in the game. It was actually Lolicio as well. The Brumbies versus Crusaders, that first match of Super Rugby Trans-Tasman, would have been kicking for the draw, but it had slightly curl away. So I'm not sure whether or not it is just how he's striking them today or whether it's the wind or something that hasn't quite been working out for him. But at this stage, maybe it will be, it's over the top, and now it's going to be Matt Tamora who is going to be claiming that for the Wallabies. But yeah, hopefully he does get better in the next week. Salakai Lotto now going back into the hands of Lolicio. Now Tom Banks lined up early. Rush defense from Rico Ioane is working out, and it's a counter ruck here from the All Blacks. A good clean out there from Salakai Lotto on Jacobson, though. Now it's Gordon going short side, gives it to Valentini. Got the man on the outside. It's going to be Reece Hodge down the wing. He is going to be tackled by Rico Ioane. Once again, Gordon goes back to Lolicio. Flat ball to Michael Hooper. Did he catch it? Oh, he's done very well there. Michael Hooper to be able to take that one. Was an awkward pass. Now it's going to be Lolicio. Goes back to Moore. Gives it to Fraser McWright. Now driving for break and tackles as well. Fraser McWright looking strong so far since coming off the bench. And I believe he would have been replacing Harry Wilson in this one. Angus Bell now with a big drive forward, and they have got the advantage here as well. The Wallabies currently 40 metres out. It's going to be Lolicio. Flat ball to Tom Banks. Bit of speed from that man. Again, it was a flat pass, but I don't think they are going to be going back to check it. Yeah, it is going to be double movement for that one, but they are going back for the penalty there. Too many cream eggs. I mean, I would take a cream egg from Cadbury if they are willing to send me like a box of them or something. Put them in the background next to Kieran. We have also got what happened at the start of the game. It was just a lot of penalties and also a lot of handling errors. But now at this stage, there's been 16 penalties I think I just saw up against the All Blacks in this game. And that is too many. If you're playing someone like the Springboks or someone, they will punish you for that many, I would think. But we have got there. This is not a real All Blacks team or the real All Blacks team. It's us, Eugene. I mean, they've got some pretty good players out there. To be fair, and we have got there Lolicio should get king skills from the Beaver as well. And we have got there High, who is winning between South Africa and the British and Irish Lions. I think the British and Irish Lions will struggle in that third game. So I'm going to say it will be the Springboks. Are now only 5 metres short here. The Wallabies, perhaps with another late try opportunity. Going to be Matt Phillip getting close to the line. We haven't really seen Taniela Tupou get too many carries until now. Taniela Tupou driving forward. It's going to be a penalty, though, to the All Blacks with a minute left. And Dalton probably is fired up. I'm not sure what that penalty was for in the end. Straight off his feet, player leaving feet is the call. Springboks as well, says Federic. And also, who's the referee? It is Paul Williams for this one. We have actually got 3 New Zealand referees for this one. But I believe it is going to be possibly 3 Australian referees for the next match, if I'm not wrong. And we have also got in there, Hooper's been... we have also got running rugby, says Fabian, and also All Blacks. Let's focus on the sloppy errors before we face South Africa, says Dylan, and GG Boys, says Tesla as well. And we have also got the ref is winning between South Africa and the Lions. And what the hell is it? The Tommy Banks show. Giving man himself fair play to him. Yeah, he's been going very well for the Wallabies. And he is one of those dangerous players, taken nicely by David Arvili off the back. And it's going to be a penalty now. And it was offside as the call against the All Blacks. Michael Hooper looking like he's going to take the quick tap. Does he do it? Thinking about it still. They are going to kick it for the corner by the looks of it. At this stage, they still have got time to take one more opportunity here for the Wallabies. Looks like they're going to do the tap, and it's going to be Taniela Tupou, who they are going to send forward with Angus Bell on his side as well. Now Taniela Tupou just thrown at them like he's a cannonball. Now it is going to be in the hands of, it will be, I believe that is Ulysses, getting one of his first carries of this one. 10 metres out now for the Wallabies. Jake Gordon going around the side, hit hard in the tackle by Tui Pilotu. But they have still got possession here, the Wallabies. They would absolutely love to be able to get one more try in this one. Daniela Tupou now being shut down by Savia and also Tavo. And that is one thing you're going to make sure you do, is shut them down early. Same with Angus Bell, because they have got power for days in those legs. Now it's going to be Jake Gordon going across field. Goes it to Bledisloe. Now it's going to be Ikitau trying to fend. Geordie Barrett almost able to rip it away. It's going to be another advantage for offside against the All Blacks. Matt Phillip now goes back once again. Going to be tackled low by Luke Jacobson. So they have got a good opportunity here for the Wallabies to be able to fling this one wide or use their forwards. Angus Bell now running up, but Jacobson meeting him for physicality. Getting closer and closer here. The Wallabies 10 metres out at the moment. Gives it to Daniela Tupou once again. Getting another carry. The Tongan Thor just making a couple extra ones here for the Wallabies. Straight over the ball there with the All Blacks. And it's going to be another advantage. There's going to be a yellow card. I have a feeling. I mean, the All Blacks were warned about that discipline inside of their own 22. That was about 5 penalty advantages ago. So I would be extremely surprised if they haven't gone to the bin, and they haven't in this situation. Paul Williams, not even a warning. The All Blacks have given away 4 penalties in the last 3 or 5 minutes of this game. At this stage, he's playing today, says Daniel. At this stage, the last game of the day is going to be the British and Irish Lions taking on the Springboks, and then it's going to be the Bunnings NPC with Tasman and Bay of Plenty taking on each other, and then also it will be Canterbury versus Auckland as well, which is going to be pretty awesome. Thank you for the stream, buddy, as well from Birdie V. And also we have got in there Paul Michael Hooper, everyone making fun of his face as well, says Katie Dixon. And we have got 170 likes, which is very awesome indeed. But if you haven't already, be sure to leave a like on this live stream. Going to be a rolling maul here for the Wallabies. Can they strike one last time? And this one, Jordan Ulysses breaking off. He scored the try. And Jordan Ulysses scores it for the Wallabies. And that is a good way to finish the match as well. They haven't been able to get the win, but they do cut down the deficit to possibly only 8 points if Noel Alessio can get this kick. But it was Jordan Ulysses who was able to score it off the back of the rolling maul. Paenga Mosa wasn't quite able to get one in that first half of the rolling maul, but it is that situation of now. Very nicely done by the Wallabies to finish this match on a high. We have got Jordan Ulysses try as well, who's playing out as the Wallabies All Blacks, if that is what you mean. But also we have got there, should call her, you should call her what Aussies call as well. We have got, is that the half Windsor or full Windsor? Very smart as well, says John Neal. It is the double Windsor I went with for this one. I decided I couldn't just tie it normally. Had to go with the double Windsor for that one. Looking very smooth indeed for this one. But it is because we are at our 100th Rugby Union live stream that we have done on the channel. The first ever one we did was 9 months ago for the Bledisloe Cup opening match. So now we are back here 9 months later for our 100th. It's been a wild journey, that is for sure. We have been growing flat out. I believe when we started doing those live streams, we had 100 subscribers. And now we are sitting over 4,300, which is absolutely insane. And I have to thank every single one of you for that. We have got Let Hooper kick it as well, says Citrus. And also we have got, is that a half? Oh, I read that one. And thank you, bro, for the awesome commentary. Enjoyed the live stream, says Dylan. Thank you very much, mate. Hope to see you back for the next one as well. He has got that one. And he has got that one straight down the middle. So the score at full time now in this match is going to be 25 to the All Blacks, 25 to the Wallabies and 33 to the All Blacks. The first of 3 matches that are going to be taking place for this Bledisloe Cup series, and it was a reasonably close one. Looked like the All Blacks were going to be able to run away with it in that second half after a couple early tries, but in the end, the Wallabies able to fight back, and they were able to get themselves in a situation of being only 8 points behind. And this one, we will add that one to the try scorers list as well for Jordan Ulysses. A lot of tries being scored in this one. For the All Blacks, it was Sevu Reece, Richie Mo'unga, David Arvili, and Damian McKenzie. Then for the Wallabies, they were able to score 4 tries. Also, Andrew Callaway. Then it was Tom Banks scoring twice within 5 minutes of each other. And then Jordan Ulysses scoring the last try of this match. Right on the 80 minutes, we almost got the ABs conceded way too many penalties. They did indeed. About 17 against them in that one. And I'm honestly very surprised that they still had 15 out on the field at the very end, purely because of the fact, like, they were warned when that first try of Tom Banks, or the second try of Tom Banks, I believe it was scored. They warned them. They were like, right, no more of that, or else you could end up going to the bin. And then they gave away about 3 or 4 more penalties. Don't worry, I'll be back as well, says Dylan. And also we have got the 100s in the chat for the 100th. Kiwi Lad live stream. Thanks, Kiwi Lad. You're the best as well, says Interest. Thank you very much, mate. Hugely appreciated you guys all being here. We will have a quick look at the poll as well to see. At this stage, 85% of you said that the All Blacks were going to be winning this match, and that is exactly who was able to win it. 3% for the draw. So it was a little bit of a one-sided race in that regard, but 181 likes on this live stream. Can we push towards possibly hitting that 200 by the end of this live stream? We're going to be doing a little bit of a post-match review, perhaps on this live stream, or we will transfer over to another. We will wait and see, but we have also got the ABs giving away penalties like Santa Claus as well. So he's going to make sure, yeah, too many against them, that is for sure. Too many cream eggs as well. There was a bad performance, so many penalties. Imagine the Northern sides against us as well, says Lake Saxel. Yeah, they will certainly be looking at that performance, the All Blacks, and looking at possibly a way of getting those penalties down a little bit. I feel like as soon as you hit double figures, I should say, it makes it tough. But then as soon as you go as high as 17 penalties conceded, you really need to be careful. But we have got Maxie in the chat as we've been listening in quietly, bro. Welcome to the live stream. You have been here for a while, so thank you very much for tuning in, mate. What did you think of the AB's performance in this one? Yeah, do let me know. And we have got 200s. The way to go, Kiwi lads, as well, says the MH Sure. Yeah, that's the thing. We've done 100 rugby union live streams. We've still got another 100 in us at least. Proud of your progress, brother. Awesome as well, says Maxie. And yeah, I have to say it is pretty awesome having you guys who have been here the whole journey throughout these ones. And yeah, just giving us all of these little bits of feedback that all add up to us trying to make these live streams as good as we can. And yeah, here's to another 100. We have also got Aussie played bad as well, says Caleb Bacon. Also, thanks heaps. And the AB's record at Eden Park stays intact, although there is still next week. So there is a chance that the Wallabies will be trying to break it in the next one. But yeah, at this stage, 1986, still intact. Lot before I was born, to be fair. So we'll have to wait and see how it goes next week. And then they are heading over to Perth for a game 2 weeks after the next one. And we have got Benny and Whitelock staring in each other's eyes. Romantic as well, says Mark over to Bolivar. And we have also got there. Yeah, great comms, Hamish. Once again, brother, thank you very much. Do appreciate all of you guys being here. And the TRNs has said great commentary, brother. I will get you guys some stats as well for this matchup. I don't think I have got penalties conceded as one of the stats I can see, but I'm certainly sure I will be able to find some of those in the near future, because just a huge amount against the All Blacks in this one. But what we might do is we will quickly get a couple stats on this match, and then from there we will be moving over to a post-match review that we will be doing of this matchup between these two sides. Thanks so much as well, says Gabe. No worries, mate. And also smash the like button. Much appreciated. Let's get to 200, says Katie. And we aren't too far away as well, so I do appreciate every single one of you being here for this one. We will get some stats on this matchup, including the fact that in this one, turnovers conceded 13 against the All Blacks. Have we got discipline? Here we go. Penalties conceded. They have got 16 against the All Blacks compared to the 8 of the Wallabies. Coroberi was out on the piss, wasn't he? Yeah, unfortunately, he ended up suspended for this match, which meant he wasn't actually able to take part. But Andrew Callaway, very decent performance from him out on the wing. Scored the first try on the match for the Wallabies as well. And we have also got, regarding the game, a few news for the ABs. A lot of pressure. Hope the supports can get behind the team unconditionally. This will help as well, says Maxie. Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like at this stage, people will look at it as a close game, but you got to look towards the next week, because if they can win that next week's game, they have got the Bledisloe before even heading to Australia. Coaches are under a lot of pressure for their jobs, or with their jobs on their line. This man especially has had a lot of people asking the question, that is for sure. But at this stage, I mean, one of the Barretts, I know he likes a Barrett, but one of the Barrett's unavailable for this one, Scott Barrett. And I have to say, the fact that Richie Mo'unga played so well meant that when you've got Beauden Barrett off the bench as well, and you've got the ability to only bring a player of his caliber on the field after 68 minutes, like that shows something for the All Blacks, that is for sure. Was it 68 or maybe it was 63, if I'm not wrong? And we have got, well, if the Aussies would have got their own kicks over, would have been a different story. Too bad. Try again, never mind as well, says Samuel Walker. Yeah, that's the thing. I believe it was 1 or 2 from 6 or 2 from 7 for Noel Olicio, if I'm not wrong. So that means at this stage, it's tough because of the fact that that would have probably put them in the lead in this match. But of course, it is a lot of pressure on just the kicker. But at the end of the day, we're going to get a good battle next week as well. Hamish, looking lit. My dude is very handsome as well. Says fantastic charisma. Thank you very much, mate. We have got the suit for the 100th live stream that we have done on the channel. And also, it is actually a little bit of a special occasion because the first ever live stream for an international game that we covered on this channel was actually the All Blacks versus Wallabies Bledisloe Cup match last year as well. That was in October, I think, if I'm not wrong. Very close game, very good commentary as well, says Katie Dixon, and a mullet score as well, says Ian. That is true. Severy Reese. Tell you what, it is completely. I thought for a start it was going to be all Crusaders, but then Damian McKenzie added his name to that list. But yeah, at the end of the day, maybe the mullet is the way to go. Does Tom Banks have a mullet? Not quite. So Australia, maybe if they do want to win that next match, get a couple more players in there with mullets and see how it goes. Is the whistle, the flute, and whistle and flute staying with the box, or staying for the Lions versus the Box game as well, says Thick Boy. I know at this stage, I know it's an early morning start, so I assume, depending on who the referee is, I'm not actually sure who the referee is for that one, but we will have to wait and see. Hamish, my prediction was 33-24. A point off as well, says Zion, so that is very close indeed. And also we have got how much rubbish penalties did they give away in the last 20 useless, says Smithy Toilet. Yeah, in the end, 16 penalties against them in this game. They were able to beat 20 defenders though. So it's one of those ones, they had their moments, the All Blacks, and if they can build on what they kind of had as a foundation in this game with a little bit less penalties. Oh, the whistle and flute is actually the suit, says Thick Boy. I thought you were talking about the referee, but I think because of the fact I'm going to be going to sleep before the live stream, I may not put the suit back on. It might be just in normal clothing for that one. And what time, Hamish, says Ray Mantis? We are going to be starting at around 3:30, but the game is kicking off at 4 a.m. for that one. So it's going to be a late night, but yeah, should be worth it. Hopefully will be a very good game. And yeah, hope you guys will be joining me for it as well. But if you did enjoy this live stream, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. If you guys are new, we are going to be covering all other matches that are happening, or as many as we can anyway. We're even going to be covering Auckland versus Canterbury for the Bunnings NBC, hopefully, for Sunday, which is going to be tomorrow. So yeah, hopefully we can get that one covered. But nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I believe, if I'm not wrong, at around 9:10, we will be transferring over into the next live stream that we will be doing, which will be a post-match review. It will be kind of a 15-minute or so one just to end this live stream off. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching. I will see you all in the next one.